Hopefully there wasn't anything on that. I'm still super new when it comes to YouTube streaming. I've only done like 5 of them or 6 of them total. So I want to make sure there's no like key or anything that you guys could see there. Make things pretty awkward if so. And I will wait just a minute. Also, it looks like NVIDIA broadcast, they changed their thing. So like I'm translucent, so I'm a ghost or something. I have to figure that out too. Yeah, usually I just do the webcam streaming for you guys, so. Yeah, I'll wait a minute. And what I'll do, I'll set a timer on my phone. So let's say 2.5, just safe. It's always like a kind of in between, trying to figure out how long we're going to take. But okay, should be live. Been live for at least a minute now. Perfect. Yeah, this is the bi-monthly match review for like beginners and people who like, viewers and like yourself who want to take a look and get some advice of how to improve your game. Yeah, so oh yeah, I remembered. So if you have any crap. If there's any footage you guys want me to take a look at, go ahead, use this link. I'll usually leave the submissions open until like hour 1.5 roughly. Depends on what our pacing is. So if you have anything you want me to take a look at, once again, this is not just your own match. This could be a friend's match. It could be a match that I just missed, a professional match or something like that. But yeah, I know we're also in that kind of weird spot where TWT is over for now, and then yeah, we'll have to wait. There was a tournament this weekend that I'll probably cover just to keep the momentum going. But yeah, we'll go ahead. We're over 2 minutes in. We will start. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick matches at random. And then let me see, make sure the sound is good. I don't know if you guys want to hear in-game sound, probably. So okay, so it looks like it is piping through. Oh, there it is. Okay. Why is it so muted? Sorry, professional stream, by the way. Okay. Okay, I think we're good. I'm gonna minimize OBS. I have so much stuff open. Okay, so we have Def awaits. Okay, back 4. A lot of down 2 entrance. Yeah, you should definitely be looking to sidestep more here. Wow, the big hair 3. Unscaled. Okay, no duck, although the duck on the wall stand 1-1's difficult. Okay, that's a kill. Yeah. No way to escape that. Okay, AFK. Should we skip ahead? Yeah, let's go ahead and skip ahead. Yeah, I don't know if it's like technical difficulties or what, so let's go ahead and skip ahead. Oh, interesting. Oh, nice, okay. A little bit dangerous. Good low parry. Should be a kill. Oh, yeah, okay, so this guy has real combos too, so 11 wins. 250 prowess, so he probably is smurfing. Okay, big raw opener. Down 2, hair 4, full splat. Okay, takes the super simple line. That's what I would do. Face down. Yeah, in these situations are very scary, right? Because like typically the way to beat Harrier stance is to duck and sidestep, or sidestep right and then duck. So when the wall's to your right, that's when you're kind of forced to scrap. Now, if he's doing a normal hair entrance, you can technically challenge with duck jab. It's probably not the best like sustaining strat going forward against Harrier, but in this sort of situation, like you're stuck panicking, right? There's not much you can do. So you're either going to realistically look to duck jab, power crush, or do an option like QCF2, right? You're super, actually, Julia, one of her strongest tools, or just phantom crushing on not just high, but evasion on mid. I know people don't like the word crushing mid, but boy, it sure feels like it does sometimes. So okay, also the connection is good enough. You should be able to properly challenge. Like that's a good example here too. So you read the 3-4, but why duck if you're not going to do anything? Maybe that was you doing a micro step right, possibly. But that's something I tell people all the time, like online, when it's very obvious when people, if you're going to commit to the duck, you should be mentally thinking to do something, like to either do a launch or an immediate attack after. You shouldn't be just like randomly ducking here, and especially going for an option like down forward 3 is very interesting. But like, I mean, you're playing Julia, right, with wall stand 1 that high crushes. Just do wall stand 1. Like, if you're going to commit. A nice punish from him. Yeah, this guy is obviously, like I said, at this point, I don't think smurping's probably the correct term, but yeah, they are very good. Okay. After 1-1-2, there's a 50-50, of course. The best thing to do against 1-1 series is just backdash. 1-1-2, if you backdash afterwards, the down 4-4 will miss, and then you can just launch her. I wouldn't necessarily recommend ducking against 1-1 series, because 1-1-1 is safe, and then 1-1-4 is the launcher. But just backdash. Like, a lot of people will... This is like an old, like, 7.0 trick, right? It's a fake 50-50. Just backdash after the 1-1-2, launch the down 4-4. You don't have to worry about anything. Just simple backdash blows her up. In that position. Okay, interesting. So, down 3-4 is usually like -1 +0. So he's approaching with 13. So he's playing chicken. I mean, again, you're playing Julia, stand 4 on 11. You have down 4. You have G-Clef on 1. On 10. I mean, you name it. So you have a way to challenge him. He's kind of getting away with murder by just your hesitation on actually attacking him, basically. Okay, nice. Roll 2. Oh, okay. You went for a little bit of a manual combo. I respect the attempt. You're not dead. Oh, you are dead. Never mind. Oh. Tech roll. How's it going, Charlie? You got a tech roll, man. You got a tech roll. Okay, we'll jump ahead, as usual. We'll get, better context while jumping ahead, and especially because we have a decent amount of... Nice duck. A decent amount of reviews to do. So, again, submissions are open. If you guys want me to take a look, please submit. Or, that sounds weird. Phrasing. Okay, big. Yeah, that's a Season 4 nerf. That used to wall splat, and you can understand why they got rid of it. Okay, good combo. Oh, down 4-2-4, okay. Okay, styling on you. Back 1-1's not really necessary. One thing you can do, regardless of how many hits are in your combo, you can do down 2 hair, up 4-3. It hits... It's not... It gives you better... I mean, I guess you could make the argument, okay, back 1-1 is better Oki because it allows to do a running approach. Running 3 is a little bit greedy. Usually you want to go for shoulder ram at that distance. But yeah, down 2 hair, up 4-3 is super consistent. And it gives you a little bit of Oki. Maybe, I guess, not as good as like full running Oki, but still. Yeah, it's not horrible. Just a mid one? Okay, no problem. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for giving me a heads up, too. That way I can keep my eyes open. Nice party crash out. Yeah, I don't know if Katarina has a good answer to party crasher. Wow. Forward 3 opening gambit, beating your down 4 series. That was crazy. Wow, 3-4 raw. Yeah, I'm stuck in this weird spot. I don't know if you can call this person a smurf or not. Okay. Going downstairs. Down 4-1 spike. Oh, back 2. A big whiff. Yeah, interesting you were like so ready to go for the rage drive. Especially because the wall's not even close. Even if it was to hit, the wall spot wouldn't have occurred. Okay, big 50-50 forest. Or drum, okay. Maybe, in context, maybe better to take the down back 4 too? Possibly. Rather than go for execution. Out of the air. Okay, one thing of note, so talking about like a Korean play style, usually after a 4-4-1-4 here, they'll typically go for like a 4-4-4 follow-up. So they, recognizing that you are getting an airborne combo, they'll front load typically as much damage as possible. So by you going for a shotgun roll option, and now roll 2, even though you used the spin in your combo, you're really hurting yourself. So you should be ready for air confirm. At the bare minimum, if let's say if you're not at the mental quite yet to go for like a 4-4-4 front load, you should still at least like repeated party crash. But I think maybe you just didn't expect the spin like mentally in your combo, and you're like, okay, I'll go for a spin, and then like let's say running 2-1 or something like that, right? So how's it going, Cam? Let me fix my chat because it's all screwed up. Oh, thanks CXX. Okay. Oh, 4-4-1+2. Okay, that was weird. Ah, big back sway, stand forward, long carry variation. Yeah, this person is definitely way higher than Fujin. Good duck. Okay, interesting. Not going for like the meaty shotgun timing. You waited for him to get up. You should probably work on something here to go for. Yeah, like sidestep ain't it, because you're recovering like way quicker than them, right? Now the reason why you're probably sidestepping here is you're worried about Tekken vulnerability, but knowing that they have Tekken vulnerability, you can time your sidestep or backdash. We actually in the ATL video, Boa, we noticed Boa was doing quite the same thing, right? With backdashing for timing purposes. You should know your timing on the character. Now, in this position, maybe, possibly, this is now going down the chain of what you might be worried about. Maybe you're worried if he doesn't tech, what do you do? And that's why you're deep stepping. But notice how you're stepping into the foreground, which is putting yourself towards the breakable wall. So, like, one errant hit and you're dead, right? You gotta think 3-dimensionally and 4-dimensionally. You gotta think of where you are currently relative to like wall positioning and where you're going to be. When you step into a breakable wall, you're playing with fire. So just keep that in mind. See, your inability to dictate pacing, especially post knockdown, it really got you killed in this position. So all of a sudden you went from an advantageous situation to a horrible fucking situation in the span of like 1 second, right? And that all stems from you not knowing what to do here. Like, keep in mind, you don't lose, again, you don't, thanks for the 5 euros, Hieromonics. So again, you don't lose because the last hit, right? It's never the last hit that kills you. It's a chain of mistakes that occur, so on and so forth. So there's a saying in competitive sports and games and stuff like that. Basically, it's never the first error that kills you. It's the error that leads to another worse error that then cascades down the line. I think Speed Kicks made a tweet kind of about it yesterday, why people they'll be like, oh, I'm really good against an advanced player, and then all of a sudden I can't beat random Joe Schmo scrub down the street. And it's because, the misunderstanding of executing on their bad playstyle and making reads and then punish them accordingly. So whereas a good player, you're expecting solid play, a bad player will throw you off with just a random like move selection in general. And sorry, it's hard to remember to look at the camera when I'm thinking. So it's the errors are cascading to the point where you eventually just lose grasp of the game. It's one of the reasons why when I play, I'll get blown up. Like I'll be honest, I'll get blown up 3-1, 3-0, and then all of a sudden I win 6-0 straight. And it's the understanding that your prior round, no matter how poorly it went, is no longer going to dictate your future rounds. When you're into a new round, you're starting at a completely fresh slate, right? You're starting fresh neutral, fresh ideas, full health, and then you can once again use your health as a resource to do things. But again, when you get like such a great move, like a wall stand 4 with both a Julia, Xiao Yu, or Lily, it's like you should understand that it is essentially your churn. Whether it being going for like a shotgun roll 4, deep step 4-4-3, chase down, deep step down forward 1. That way, if they duck or do a wake up 3, then you launch them. Small combo launch them. But yeah, you putting yourself into a bad situation, it is not helping you ever to like win, right? And then one mistake, and then you basically rot to the point where it's over. So not much you can do. Understand that. It's very, very important. Okay. Roll 1+2. Nice duck from him, but he's not punishing you. So yeah, like I said, he's definitely higher than Fujin, but I don't know how much higher than Fujin. If I was to take a guess from my experience, he's probably playing right under Emperor. Okay. Wow. Shotgun Lionel's kind of cute. Okay, taking the damage. Okay, so that was weird. This is kind of what I'm talking about, right? So you're stuttering, but why are you stuttering here? It's like did you expect the wall to break? So for people who don't know, like wall combo structure, right? So we got the splat, no wall hits, one hit, down forward 4, 2, and then back forward 1. And then the third hit is hitting low slump. And the reason typically it's 2 hits into a low slump. In this case, the rapid succession of attacks allows for the blue spark low slump. But you're in a low slump, right? By definition, in low slump, there's no wall breaks, no bound, no spin, no this, no that, no this, no that. And actually, same thing. I talked about that in the Steve trailer. Well, actually, shit. I'll cross promote myself. You haven't seen the long form Steve trailer yet, unless you're a member. So consider becoming a member. But I will talk about that. That video probably will come out tonight. I've been working on it behind the scenes. But yeah, this you should know already, like in your mind, that I'm not going to break the floor. So again, you should be thinking of a follow-up hit after this, but you doing nothing and then stuttering down 3. Now, granted, I guess you are recovering really slow, right? Because the elbow would be negative-ish. Things kind of get funky with like wake-up positions, but there's just a little bit of hesitation there, which does make me think that you thought the wall was going to break. Fear a spring kick? Yeah, I guess that's possible. Okay, nice duck. Yeah, so again, you're sidestep right into duck. You kind of need to get over the hump to commit. And maybe if you don't want to commit necessarily to a wall stand 1 on 15, wall stand 4 on 11 is safe. Well, safe enough. It technically isn't safe, but it's safe enough because of pushback. Okay, 1+2 is interesting. Okay, big trade. Yeah, I'm going to say Party Crash was the right idea there because you're recovering slower. And then Party Crash on 13 would be your best route. Okay, early spin pop kind of is going to hurt your potential. Yeah, so with Julia, I don't know the exact input, but you do want to do the 1+2 splat. 1+2 line does break the floor. So you're doing down forward 4, 2, 1, which gives you like the big power damage, but the 1+2 line gives you the wall break. So keep that in mind. Ooh. That was spicy. Okay, raw wardrobe. I don't hate it. I mean, oh, got the reset. Oh, 4 for 3, 4 for 3. Ah, okay. Nice. I was like, why would you do a double 4 for 3? No, that was a setup. Tight. You know, I don't think I've ever seen that, or if I have seen that, it's been a long time. Okay, we'll do one more, and then we'll go ahead and jump to the next video for, I have like a list. And again, submissions are open, so if you want me to take a look, here you go. Oh, big down 2. Down 2 is so good. Running 3. Okay, he wants a reset. Usually, if you want some sort of ground reset with Katarina, you want to go for a safe like wall splat. Down 2 is just a counter option, and I think the reason Papa Shango here did the down 2 was he wanted like a meaty down 2 possibility into like a counter hit launch, but at the wall positioning, I don't think it would work. So maybe going for like an up back 4, which would option select if you duck and or if you stay on the ground, right? Some force 50-50. Down 3 would hit grounded and would be a chip attack, where I don't think you can low parry because the bound state would take away the bound, you know, take away low parry because you don't have enough frames. Down 2 is probably not it. Like I said, up back 4 beats ground hit if you like stay on the ground, and then down forward 2-2 would probably be the best, although -10. At the same time, Julia doesn't have great 10-frame punishment, so it's not horrible. But I probably would go for like up back 4, just in case you stayed on the ground. Wow, okay. Oh, yeah, had he just mashed out, he would have killed you. Wow, down back 3, just no fear. How's it going, Thomas? Or am I so? Or show? My bad, dude. Oh, there we go. So you do know the 4 for 4 line. Okay. Down 2, track down. I wonder if down 2 would beat stand 4. One thing with high crushes or jab crushes is jab crushes don't actually always work against stand 4s. Kicks will typically go through a jab crush. So I wonder... Oh, there's my answer. Thomas is fine? Okay, yeah, sorry. Okay, so there we go. So down 2 actually did beat stand 4. The nice thing with stand 4 being on 11 and down 2, I think, on 17, is, yeah, if you're doing your stand 4 at normal, typical timing, even though the down 2 is going to crush your stand 4, you're not going to get counter hit launched, right? Again, that's one of the major benefits of taking your churn at like plus frames or small advantage is that, yeah, you can't get counter hit. So while you don't always want to necessarily attack at plus, by you attacking at plus with an option like a Magic 4, you're kind of playing risk averse, right? There's not much things that your opponent can do apart from hard commit duck and make a read, a crush option, or deep sidestep right to beat like a Magic 4 or something like that. But again, you aren't going to lose to like a random counter hit launcher when you're only pressing at plus. Getting out of the mindset that you can only press at plus definitely is one of those like get me from low level to mid level and then finally mid level to high level. Wow, what a low parry. Wall sucks though. Yeah, probably could have done a way better combo. Okay, big back 3. Yeah, back 3 I think plus 20G. Massively, super good I-12. Like imagine if Dragunov down forward 4. Oh! What the fuck was that? Oh man, and he did 2. Oh, what a scramble. Nah, back 3 on 12 was going to beat. That was fucking ugly. So you went full shotgun. He didn't punish you at all, right? So shotgun is minus 14. Either do stand 3 plus 4S with the 30-something damage. Theoretically, he could also do 442. But yeah, look at that. Didn't do anything. And then he just closed up, allowing for the snake edge. And then, like I said, this is a... Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, drop hair 2, so he probably fat-fingered 1 plus 2. He hit the 2 early on hair. And then stand 3, no confirm. He still takes the plus frames to aggress, right? Into the overhead, which is safe. Now, you duck jab, which isn't horrible, but knowing it's a scramble, like the hop kick probably would annihilate you. And then, yeah, you're after duck jab, I think you're, what, minus 5? So the back 3 on 12 is just going to beat clean, regardless of what you do. And again, this is hitting 12. So good, because it's like plus 20G. Like, again, if Dragunov had that, plus 20G, down 4-4, like, Dragunov will be just significantly better right away. Okay. Yeah, no, I understand. It's also scrambles are one of those things that you really can't improve on. Either, like, okay, it's kind of disingenuous, right? But a scramble situation is something like you're either born with it or you're not born with it. But if you are caught in scrambles quite often, which as you get better as a player, they become less and less frequent, you should at least have somewhat of a backup strategy to kind of go with it. So something you'll always default to. And while it might not be a good like sustainable strategy, like, oh, my opponent is always going to duck jab, sidestep 4 or something. Let's say with Julia here, right? Scrambles are so far in between that it's not really a tell if you get caught in a scramble. Now, again, if you're constantly in scrambles and constantly doing the same thing, maybe not. But for the most part, the one thing you just have to understand is in a scramble, duck jabs are king, op kicks are king, orbitals are king, magic 4. Any sort of quick attack allows you to at least do something. And if you don't necessarily win clean, if you still trade, you're typically in a good spot, like a duck jab plus 6, and then, okay, we'll go for wall stand 4. Or if we have a magic 4, okay, small advantage, back dash, do something. So you can't really train for them per se, but you can, at least in your mind, kind of mentally work them out. But yeah, it's naturally, certain people are better in scrambles, and there's not much you can do about it. Oh, so a scramble is this type of situation where both players don't really have a true advantage, like mentally. Your mental has completely deteriorated. So here, again, he closed up and didn't punish the minus 14, right? So for some reason, he's like, I'm gonna go for a snake edge, right? So maybe input error or something like that. And then, okay, so now he's getting some mental back. He gets a combo, and now he gets a down 2 hair entrance and doesn't pop the rage drive. So now it's like, okay, his mental is starting to crack again. So you on defense, you're so concerned about trying to get that last hit that you get some random back 4 input out, or 4-4, whatever, a back 4. And then same thing. He's so mentally distraught right now. He does a solo stand 3, doesn't even try to confirm it at all. And now his like default state is to go for a 1-1-3, right? To go for the overhead. The good news is the 1-1-3 is a great scramble tool because, like I just said, fast attacks are king in scramble. So this 1-1 is jailing I-10 and goes for a safe overhead. Now, granted, you can mash out here, but still, at least it's safe, and it's further safe So Def awaits is now, like I said, also mentally scrambling here. Goes for the duck jab, tries to take his turn, but Papa has the mental fortitude to at least go for a 12 now. So again, duck jabs, 12s, magic 4s, hop kicks, all king and scramble. So that's what a scramble is. Just a situation that neither opponent or neither character really has a control of. So they're interesting and they're fun / annoying to deal with. The really kind of bad parts with scramble in T7, in case you don't know, is during slow motion, you can actually mash out inputs to beat other inputs. So if you were to be like mathematically 0-0, sometimes if you both do a 10, one person's 10 comes out quicker. Like there's a bug with Dragunov, at least, where the same thing, he can mash out 1-2-1, and because he's mashing it out, his attack comes out faster, even though mathematically you're both 0. I don't know. Like I said, T7 does some weird fucking shit when it comes to slow motion. It's like really, really bugged. I don't know. I'm sure T8's probably going to have that bug too, but it's so few in between. What is this? What is this? One jab, down back 4. And keep in mind, this is 8 MS. So this is fast, right? You should be seeing these. At this point, Def, I think you just gotta work on snake edges, man. Okay, big, nice pickup. Yeah, I forced to use the spin. Long carry. Oh, okay, so you have the execution for down forward too. Why wouldn't you go for the up forward 3+4? Right? You might have got the wall, but dunk is okay, but you probably could have got the wall 50-50. Are you dead? It's going to be close. Back 1-1. Oh, he wants the running Oki again. Nice duck. Yeah, you closed up, though. Yeah, he went for the more obvious, like, hair down 4-3 in that position, but unfortunately weren't ready. So, yeah, work on snake edge defense, Def, for sure. Work on one thing, just from, like, the small, and we'll get back to you later. One thing I'm seeing just, like, right away, lack of down 4 presence. What else? Oh, man. I would say, for the most part, just mental. Work on your mental. If you're going to duck, commit. We talked about that in the prior, like, live videos. Same thing. If you're ever going to, like, deep step, be sure to commit to, like, a launcher or some sort of, at least knockdown string. Don't be caught in, like, that noob trap of you're just sidestepping to sidestep, and then you see a whiff and you go for, like, a 10 frame. Like, it's not horrible, but you'll often find, especially in like T7, advancing attacks, recovery in high crush, a lot of things like that will get you blown up. But if you're ever going to commit, be sure to commit. You know, if you see it mentally, you're ready. I'm going to sidestep. Okay, I'm going to duck. I'm going to do this. As soon as you see the whiff, you should be hitting the button. Okay, I'm ducking as Julia. Duck, whiff, 1. Duck, whiff, 1. Right? Sidestep, see the whiff, either TP, or if you're going to read off a sidestep with a character like Julia, hop kick, sidestep of forward 4-3. At least you're only -13 versus like minus at least 15 with Julia. But again, it really comes down to situations and what you're reading and what you're expecting the opponent to do. But as long as you're expecting them to do something, and if they give you what you're expecting, be sure to punish them for it. There's nothing worse than making a read, not doing anything, and you're like, ah, shit, why didn't I do that? With that being said, if you do get caught in that kind of situation, be sure to make a mental note of it and be like, okay, the next time he does this, I'm going to act accordingly. Or the way I do it personally, I will say aloud when I'm playing, oh, that's -13 or bad punish or something to that effect. That way, somehow, like, out my mouth and back into my ear, maybe I'll eventually get to that point where I can punish it accordingly. So yeah, let me go ahead, switch it. Do I need a certain skill level to get my matches reviewed? No. The only kind of request is that you kind of know how to play. If you're like a complete beginner, it probably won't be effective for me or you, where it's like, oh, be sure to, I don't know, be sure to 10 frame, like, you know, stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it. But be sure, yeah, you at least know how to play the game. Otherwise, what I tell you probably won't help out. Sorry, where is it? There we go. Okay, one of my favorite characters. Absolutely one of my favorite characters. So we got Billy Blazes here. Actually, I think I played him last night. I love Kazumi. Okay, versus... Oh, wow, Kazumi mirror match. Okay, waiting for it. Yeah, in this matchup overall, Kazumi versus Kazumi, overall... I mean, against Kazumi, not even if you're playing Kazumi, right? Sidestep right. Like, sidestep right beats the chop. Despite the fact that she's chopping with her left hand, the chop will track completely to her right. So sidestep is the right to bait it. Oh, nice backdash. Okay, keep out. One other thing of note with twin pistons is you can't actually confirm a twin piston for the most part, unless it's a Punisher, of course, right? But you can't actually confirm these chops. So you might think to yourself, if you're like a newer player, it's like, oh, he's hitting him with a chop, right? That's 2 chops in a row. Why didn't he commit to the second hit? And the fact is, yeah, you cannot actually commit. There aren't enough frames for you to properly hit confirm a chop. So instead, in neutral specifically, or close range here, we'll call it neutral. In neutral, you're using your chop as a check. So just like a one jab check will allow you to know how far your opponent is from you. And if you want to use a frame trap, you're +1 on block, +8 on hit. A chop has a similar use. So rather than being plus on block, the chop will be negative. But then it also gives something called mental frame advantage. So just the fact that the opponent can do the chop might have you close up such that you're waiting for like the -13s. Like, let's say you're playing Kazuya, playing against Kazumi. If Kazumi ever goes for down forward 1-2, gives you the double chop, you can twin piston to launch it. Now, the Kazumi player, knowing that you know that, might show you a lot of chops, and then in a more clutch situation where there's like a lot of pressure on the line, will then commit to the chop. Or hell, maybe they'll just give you a random chop when you're not expecting it. So there's a weird like mental frame advantage, kind of like Yomi level it's called. So Yomi's were like mental game. Yomi 1 is, so Yomis are basically in level. So Yomi 1 is chop is -13. So then Yomi 2 would be the Kazumi player knows my chop is 13, so they're never going to give you a chop. So then that's Yomi 2. Yomi 3 would be like, okay, well, I'm a Kazumi player and I know my chop is -13, and you might think I'm never going to do chop, so I'm going to do chop, right? So there's this chain of just like layers and layers. And now, granted, against a random player, if this is like a 1st to 2 kind of situation, how's it going, Arabia? So if you're ever in like a 1st 2 situation, typically you'll never get past like Yomi level like 2 or 3, where it's like, okay, I punish you, you die. But in like a long set or a, what's the word I'm looking for? In death matches, stuff like that, or set play where you're playing against someone like all the time, you might get down to like Yomi 3, Yomi 4. And if you ever like watch an offline tournament with 2 players who aren't like the best of the area, and they'll play each other, they'll do like such random things to an outside perspective. You'll have no clue what the hell they're doing, but they know each other's play style, and they'll make the adjustments accordingly. So you kind of get this like really super weird dynamic in between the 2 of those. So it's important to understand like mind games go really, really deep, especially when it gets to the point of I know, I know, and it's really, really, really fun. Yeah, thanks. Let's see. Oh no, white teenager. Damn. Okay, Demic 4. Nice backdash. Okay, take the. Ooh. Oh, okay, I'm gonna say. Yeah, one nice thing with Kazumi is you have forward 3. Don't forget about forward 3. Like these big whiffs, you should be thinking forward 3. Now, granted, in context, like 3-2 is not horrible, and you thought 3-2 into the 1+ forward tiger would be a kill, but don't forget about forward 3. It's one thing. Wow. Okay. One thing like that's super strong about a character like a Feng with a forward 3 on 21 is you can cause, again, okay, let's back up. So remember how I talked about how you cannot actually hit confirm a twin piston? So there is something called a situation confirm. And a situation confirm is where you are either stepping or, like I talked about earlier, you're waiting for something to occur for you to commit to your option. So if you, usually with the twin piston, what you'll do is you'll sidestep, and you'll sidestep to their weak side or whatnot, do a solo poke. You notice that they are attacking the wrong way, then you hit 2. So again, you're not confirming the down forward 1 itself into the second hit, you are confirming the situation to punish. Now, with just mental training and like getting an understanding of your opponent's timing, that's where you start setting up these situations where you dash in, dash out, kind of shimmy-esque, and then get the whiff. Now, granted, probably Billy wanted to be a little bit risk-averse by going for the 3-2, but at the same time, forward 3, fly 2 is only -10. It could still be ducked, but at the same time, your 3-2 can also be ducked. And then furthermore, the 3-2 is faster, but it also doesn't give you like that massive kill. And then, unfortunately, Billy's got Hell Sweep to death by a 5-4-2. I mean, shit like that happens, right? So I spoiler alert, I will be at EVO Japan. So if you guys want to hook up at EVO Japan, please let me know. But yeah, I'll be at EVO Japan. Usually I would just do kind of locals and major tournaments, but EVO Japan in April, I will be there, which will be my first time in Japan, so I can't wait. I'm going with some friends too, so. Yeah, that's back up. But yeah, EVO Japan, can't wait. Which will be a Tekken 8 tournament, right? Holy shit, get rid of this game. Please. Okay. Interesting, neutral jump duck. That was super weird. I mean, obviously this is an input error, but like your response there was super crazy. Wow. Will I apply the commentary? That's a good point. Does EVO Japan even do American commentary? I don't know. I can't remember, to be honest. Okay, nice backdash. Okay, 2-1, not bad. Okay, yeah, I like this. You're threading the needle a lot. So it looks like Kazumi here, which is pretty funny. Wait, whoa. Who's am I watching? Am I watching Kazumi? I have to be watching Kazumi, right? Because this is the costume for Sung Mina. Am I talking wrong? Am I bad? Right? I just recognized it. Like, huh, I'm an idiot. Ignore me. Okay, so Kazumi, I can definitely say, because presuming this is your video, which is only logical, right? Yeah, you don't look super comfortable in the matchup, in the mirror match. Okay, there you go, 4-3. Wow. Interesting. So the back 1+2 whiff. But the recovery speed was so fast, you're able to block the 4-3. I mean, props to not committing to the 4-3. Back 1-2 is one of those inputs. It definitely input a mistake for Kazumi. You can interrupt the back 1-2. The best thing you can do is hit the lab and find your best option. For instance, I don't know if 2-1 would win. Flash Punch probably would win against back 1, though. Yeah, for some reason, Kazumi has like a really bad back 1. Compare it to like Bob back 1-2, which is completely safe on block, and I think is basically jailing. Like there's no way to thread the needle against it. It's weird because back 1-2 with Kazumi is like very similar to back 1+2 with Anna, right? Where for some reason she just has a really punishable, evasive kind of attack too. So it's kind of strange. Looking Pakistani? No, I'm definitely not Pakistani. But I appreciate it. Oh, flash punch out. Okay, thread the needle. Okay, down 4-4. Yeah, I don't know the frames on down 4-4, but I would imagine +5. Counter step. Interesting. So I don't hate it. Not taking the +5 is okay. At this point where Billy is so routed down, you probably want to take your turn. So you step left, probably presuming that Billy would hard commit to like a TP. So that's probably an idea there. Get the back too. So yeah, normally I would say try to stick away from like a slower mid, but using in context back 2 against an incoming down 3 is not the worst thing in the world. So okay, yeah. Now that I think about it, I think Obama was there, right? Probably Junior would do it too. So a poke. Yeah. Okay. So one thing I can tell you right away here is, again, we're presumably from Kazumi's perspective. Notice how, like I said, notice how Billy is dashing in, dashing out. He's looking for something, and you're playing the more slow, methodical way, which isn't horrible, but at the same time you're stuck in a mirror match. So your slower to fast attacks are naturally disadvantageous against them when he's playing at range. So remember, you're playing both the same character. Okay, nice sidestep. Yeah, that's actually the situation I was talking about earlier. How you deep step, and then you try to do your 10 frame, but because they're recovering either quickly or in a duck position, like you'll just get some random whiffing there. commit. I like it. Dash up down 3. A little bit dangerous, but I personally do that myself. Okay, less than 1, 2. Option. Ooh, wake up 3, dash up 3. That's a hell of a read, man. Yeah, I mean, in context, I don't think it was enough to kill. Usually, if you're going to commit to something, either set up a kill or get a kill itself. Nice punish. Ooh, yeah, chase down back 4. Yeah, so in case people don't know, Kazumi's down back 4 doesn't actually hit grounded, her stature kick. It was a change, I think, Season 3, when they gave it to Kazuya, and they got rid of it from Kazumi. Bad change, but, I mean, what can you do? Okay, yeah, you're still playing aggressor. That's so spicy, like, being a hardcore aggressor. Once again, you're playing the same character speed. You're really setting yourself for, like, stand 4, flash punch out. Okay, nice backdash. Poke out, okay, solo chop after 1-2. Typically 1-2s are like +5, +6. I know how fast Kazumi's is. Okay, a little bit too far. I respect that. Nice situation confirmed. Ah, good duck, there you go. Okay, is this a kill? Fly 3+4 should hit. Yes, nice, good combo, good shit. You're Pakistani, look average dude here. No, like I said, I take it as a compliment. No, I'm, heritage-wise, I am, like lineage, sorry, would be basically Spanish, Mexican, / Irish, Swedish, basically. So I'm like a 3rd generation or 4th generation American at this point, but that's kind of my lineage. But I have heard that. I've definitely heard, like Arabic. So, okay, flash out. Interesting, Billy's using neutral hop kick. I don't quite know why he's using neutral hop kick. I mean, hop knee's pretty bad. Maybe that's why he's doing it. Okay, so for full disclosure, so neutral hop kick is basically just a slower hop kick, right? So it still is JS9. So you're crushing on 9th frame against a low, and then it's only -10. So technically a hop kick normally is -13 in modern day Tekken. But the problem with Kasumi hop knee is that her hop knee is actually JS12, so it takes 3 more frames to get off the ground. So that's probably why Billy's doing it. But at the same time, in a neutral position, you aren't really going to be expecting any sort of generic low like I-12 presence here. So like a stature kick is slowish. Down 4 a little bit faster, I think. I don't know the exact frame data. But yeah, usually against a quicker character, like neutral hop kick is better. A slower character like Kasumi, you can probably get away with it. So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, second, like 2 generation Mexico. So I think, yeah, I didn't take it as a guess. Ooh, back 2. You know, to be honest, I'm curious. I don't even know what you're even supposed to do in these like knockdown states. So like running 2 would hit, but you have to be really fucking on the ball to hit running 2. Same thing with running 1 into running 2. It's very difficult. A lot of execution barrier. I can't remember what I found. Oh yeah, Tiger Shot works, but it does so little damage. It's not even worth it. Okay, I like the back 2 adjust. Keep in mind, you are starting to transition into more like a generic down 4 meta. So you're now, I wouldn't say scramble, but again, duck jab, down 4, single poke meta. There you go, beautiful. Wow, hop knee to beat down by 2. What a weird read from Billy. Downscaled, no, not quite. Ooh, spicy. The hard commit duck. Lockdown, wow, what a duck jab. Like I said, non-generic. You gotta hold that shit. That's exactly what I was talking about. So even though Kasumi hit the back 2, the duck jab out to beat the down 4 is non-generic. So I think, can Kasumi do generic down 4? I can't remember. If she can, it's probably down back 3+4. But I don't know for a fact. Oh, do it again. Okay, I don't hate the back sway. I mean, so her back sway is actually pretty fucking good. Okay, nice punish on 1+2. Okay, beautiful step. Yeah, stepping weak. Billy should be looking to do bigger. This is exactly what I was talking about. If you're gonna commit the step, kill your opponent for stepping. When you step, sorry. Good backdash. Okay, yeah, you can tell American Online Tekken, by the way. Okay, that's an easy kill. Oh shit, I fucked up. Okay, let's just do a couple more rounds because I know we have a couple other videos from you. Oh, let's do at least 2 more rounds here. You missed, get patience. Flash out. By 4 chase. Ooh, unblockable, scary. Wow, what does stand for? Oh, what are you doing? You're crazy. So, like I talked about like earlier, right? Like 10 minutes ago. You need to think 3-dimensionally and 4-dimensionally. This wall stand 4-4, that running 2 is like coming up your ass, right? Again, notice your wall positioning, running 2, and then the fact that Kazumi has Rage Drive. Dude, that is a ballsy down 4. And again, that's not a generic down 4. That's so slow. You are crazy. You gotta be careful with that shit. Wow. That I don't like that read at all. It worked out, but you lucked out. Wow. 4-3 fly 2 hit. Oh, you wanted the reset. I respect the reset attempt. Throw some spice towards Billy, see how he reacts. I like that read, actually. Okay, stature out. Billy's not really taking his Mondo Plus. Yeah, you don't have to commit to an option like 4-3 fly 2 at like big plus or running 2. You can always just like dictate pacing with like a dash up down 3, down 4. You know, play kind of Ulsan style. Use those like really long range lows to dictate space and pacing. Again, even though technically you're negative after like a generic down 3, you can always backdash, get your opponent to whiff, and then kill them accordingly. And that all, again, stems from both two things. Twin Piston on 13 with good range, and 4-3 on 18 with really good range. We had seen Kazumina made the good read against it. Nice little 3-2 punish, which also gives it, you know, some credence to what I'm talking about. But yeah, down 3, down 4 is really good. Kazumi's like low game in general is very, very strong. I wouldn't call it necessarily oppressive, but it's a very strong, like season 2, season 3 low game. Okay, season 1, season 2 is probably a little more accurate. Season 3, things kind of got a little funky there, but okay, nice movement. Yeah, one other thing I wouldn't mind seeing you do, Kazumina, is using that power crush. You know how I talked about like down 3 Ulsan usage? The Ulsan trap, the down 3, down 4, into 4-4-2. A lot of Billy's timings here, he's solo poking or he's stringing to try to get into you. Like a simple power crush would blow him up. Oh, wow, what a read. Okay, like it, flinching, just in case he commits the wall stand 4-4. Okay, out of there, wall's pretty good. Yeah, Kazumi's a female character, so yeah, Kazumina is forced to use a modified combo hit, which the damage potential is really shit. Oh wow, reset, fly 3. Face down, okay, good patience. Okay, way in control. Nice punish on the side sway. Oh, down, keep that down 4-4. Can Kazumi get more than... So, FC down 3 is... I don't know if it... So, usually a generic down 3 is minus 17. I think wall stand 2 with Kazumi hits on 18. So, it wouldn't punish that. Hop knee might work. Now, the normal down 4... So, just like... I'd have to look the frame data. So, just like... What is he called? Armor King doesn't have generic down 4. But if you perform his down 4 out of FC... You still don't get a generic down 4, so I wonder if Kazumi's in the same boat, where it wouldn't be launch punishable even if she commits to the down 4 off of FC. Now, I don't know for a fact, unfortunately, but first inclination is probably not. Probably not. But yeah, Kazumina, I would say, again, we'll probably get back to you later. It depends on her time, I suppose, at this point. But yeah, don't be afraid of moving. Definitely don't be afraid of moving. Your spacing with like 3-2 is really, really good, but you can definitely benefit more by just moving more to get something going. So don't be afraid of movement, and also trust your instincts for sure, because your instincts are really good. So, which is no surprise, right? You're at least 400,000 prowess. So trust your instincts 100%. But I you know, Ninja, I'm not seeing enough movement. I want to see more movement here. Fight. And then, again, the backup for against that, sometimes not moving is also a valid strategy. But in that context, I think it was just not enough, period. So, okay. Didn't show rage drive once. Wasn't a threat to consider at all. True. With that being said, don't take past things as like 100% guarantee as to what's going to happen in the future. The fact that it can occur is really, really important to understand. Also, like I mentioned, running 2 would annihilate at that distance to the wall. It necessarily wouldn't wall splat, but it would put into an advantageous situation for the for Billy, for the opposition. So keep that in mind. So rage drive, okay, you can make the read against it, but running 2 definitely would have been on the table there. So be careful. But like I said, past doesn't necessarily dictate what's going to happen in the future. Keep that in mind. Okay, so we're looking at this from the Devil Jin perspective. Okay, interesting. 4 punish. Okay, we have 3 delay frames, so it's not the best connection. The ping is okay. Got 4 lockdown. Stand 4. Okay, you got 2-1-2, which is gone in T8. Yeah, it's hard to delay 3 and 2 rollback. Not the best connection. Okay, jazzercise. Fishing. Okay, no punish on the 4-2-4. Ooh, interesting. Max delay option. Okay, good chase down. 4-4-3 line. Are you going to pop the meter? Oh, no. You take the heaven skate. Okay. Oh! Yeah, let's skip ahead. Because unfortunately, I think there's a lot of online shit going on here. We'll see. We'll go to the different video. But I think there's a lot of online going on here. Your back 1 was the correct read to punish the back 4-2. At the same time, I don't think he meant to do solo back 4-2. I think he did want to go full rage drive. So, again, online Tekken. What can you do? Hopefully this will be better in T8. Okay, nice step. So actually, that's a good read. So the last time he was in this position, he did quick stand, wake up, or wall stand 4, right? So you made the right read, and now this forward 2, again, might have been an electric, but the connection is poor. But then you did hit the 4. I don't know. Hard to say. But you made the right read. Like we talked about with Kazumi. Trust your instincts. Like, trust your instincts, guys. You've been playing long enough that you probably can do work. Now, just because like someone is TTG doesn't mean they're going to beat you. There's a good chance they're going to beat you because just to get to TTG takes like a lot of like grinding against good players. But it doesn't guarantee you're going to lose. So trust your instincts. With that being said, again, don't snake edge like random snake edge and shit. But still, oh big, okay. Okay, where do you go? Okay, you went for the electric that time. A little bit of stutter though. You saw the frame drop. The good news is this connection problem isn't being caused by your guys' computers. In case you guys don't know, and you're going to lose, yeah. In case you don't know, this meter down here in the bottom left is, oh, no, that's actually the wrong meter. Okay, I take that back. Dang, what season is this? Maybe it doesn't tell you in replays, does it? No, it's not necessary, no. Okay, back to 4 or back to 3, yeah, easy kill. But yeah, the meter is really good to tell whose computer is at fault. So if your computer is turning red constantly, you should be like, oh, I should be thinking about churning off mods, churning down quality, because ultimately the game has to be played at 60. If you can't play the game at 60 FPS, fundamentally everything just stops working correctly. So it's going to be even doubly more important in T8, right? Because there will be higher graphic like fidelity requirements. Yeah, that was weird. 4-3 punish on the tsunami kick. Okay, jazzercise out, big commit. Flash punch is okay. Back on 2 preferred just for muscle memory purposes. Remember, flash punch at the wall doesn't actually give you a wall splat. Okay, got the air confirm, not dead though. Wow, stand 4? Okay, input mistake? Context that made no sense. Okay, down 4-2, stand 2, back 2-3. We're gonna end it. Oh, that's a kill. Oh, okay. I was gonna look at the clock. Okay. Final round. Yeah. So people were saying, oh, you know what they should add is the benchmark for people to understand like how bad the connections are. Or, sorry, their computers are. It's not the worst idea in the world, but again, you have to play the game at 60. If you don't play at 60, everything breaks down. Oh, okay. Now you're in trouble. Interesting. Like I was talking, it's usually better to like dash up, get the reaction out of your opponent. Nah, Last one, he's in that. He's going for the gold. Yeah, you big hill to climb, forward, input mistake.
Perfect.
Yeah, so just in case I can't get back to you, Wolves, forward 2-4 is okay, but I think most high-level players are going to punish forward 2-4. Otherwise, they might backdash forward 2-4 anyway, so your forward 2-4 usage might be like just because you've had success against beginners, but again, it's one of those like noob trap moves that it's not really going to work realistically. It's pretty easy to like evade and or beat, so I wouldn't rely too much on forward 2-4. Apart from that, like I said with Kazumi, trust your instincts. Like, your read was sick on this wake up. Like, after one mistake he had made, you were ready to capitalize on this mistake. So, like, that's a good sign that, you know, you have, like, potential in you. It's like, okay, I saw him make this committal earlier. I'm going to step, and like I said earlier, we step, see the whiff, and then punish accordingly. So you got to get over that hump. But you're almost there. The good news is you're almost there. I would just stay away from forward 2-4. Because, like, look at that. You got blown the fuck up because of that. So just careful. Yeah, don't. Forward 2-4 is okay, but maybe once a game. Maybe. Don't rely on that. Okay, let's see here. And again, the submissions are open. Bear with me a second. Okay, how do I put the... I have so many windows. I have a vertical monitor, and I have so many windows open in the window. Or in the monitor, it's rough.
Fight.
So yeah, forward 2-4 with Devil Jin is a counter launcher. I don't know the actual combo potential with it. In prior games, it would cause like this forward-facing ass stun, or like kind of like a flop animation. It probably guarantees like 4-for-4, I'm sure, at the bare minimum. But it is kind of like that T6 style stun in prior games. Like I said, in this one, I don't know, but yeah, you can definitely combo off of it, whatever it may be. Okay, so I don't know what perspective we're from. I assume you're not in Bloodica. So Kupo versus Bloodica. Okay, good duck. Okay, I presume we're season 4. So yeah, I mean, Damak 2 is minus 14. He should definitely full crouch jump forward through that. Okay, so like looking at the connection, 50 frames, or 50 ms, and then 2 delay. So not the best connection, but it's still playable. Oh, interesting. Yeah, so duck jab out, and then you opt not to do anything. Typically, a Gigas player will go for wall stand 2 because it hits on 15, has eye crush built into it, and is hit confirmable. But you let him dictate pacing with 1+2-1. Interesting. Oi, big CD -2. Okay, wall's good. You could have done even like 3-3-2 for high splat. 4-for-2 power splat into 4 back 2 1 damage +2. He would have done like 20 more points. Yeah, this is definitely one of those. Check out my how to maximize damage potential, like combo per TA. It's gonna be very important. But again, like I said, he could have done 3-3-2 high splat, 4-for-2 power splat, and then did his combo still. So understanding like how to maximize potential is huge. Okay, no punish. Yeah, like down back 1+2. What question is what do you do? Charge back 2 or 3 reset? I don't hate it. I liked how you did commit forward 3-2. So the forward 3-2 recovers like over his head. So it does put you in a negative position, but you get to the point where he's recovering faster. But as long as you're not mashing, you're not going to get hit, right? So it's not horrible. I like it. Okay, good dog. Easy kill. Oh, wow. What the fuck? Open orbital? Would you open Damak 2? Oh, down 4-3. I fucking hate that. Down 4-3 should have more range. Like, could you imagine they actually buffed Gigas? Oh, caught you with the hammer. Right through pressure. Hammer. Yeah, that's a... I call that the Jimmy trap. The Jimmy J trap. That's one of his favorite traps back in the day. But back 3, 1+2, and then by holding down, you recover an FC. So notice the FC. So now he goes down 3, hit, running 3, and then he does the same trap. Back 3, 1+2, hold down, and then goes for Northern Cross, which of course high crushes here. Keep in mind he is negative after doing this tactic, but you are also playing Gigas. So we're going to do down 4-3, 1+2, right? Who cares? Ooh, big. Okay, sidestep. You did sidestep. It's probably better to take SSR into Damak 3-2 here, because the low is slower and will hit him off of the wall. Now, granted, it might not work, but I'm inclined to believe SSR down back 3-2 would have worked. Now, you committed to down forward 2, but notice how the down forward 2 basically resplats him. Or I guess in this case, it would have resplatted him, but you just delayed it slow enough for him to get hit in ground or flinch, whatever you might want to call it. So. But yeah, I think SSR down back 3-2 would have worked there.
Fight.
Out of the air. Oh, you didn't do anything. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, you did transition manually to SG by going for the 2-1 SG entrance, but... Okay, whoa. Scary. Okay, there you go. Down for 3-1+2 that time. Kind of getting sick of it. Oh, big. Oh, okay, wow. Gigas problems. If you were Mardik, that would have worked. That's what sucks, right? But also, I guess that was in low slump. We talked about that earlier. So you don't get wall break, spin, low hit, you know, so on and so forth, floor break off of low slump. So a little bit slow on the draw there. Oh, that was also interesting. Notice how you traded and the wall got broken, but the wall is still here. But then when you guys stand up, he goes through the wall. Weird, you know, T7, what a good game. A good challenge. Wow, nice. I like the timing on the 4-4-2. Good shit. Go ahead, Cam. Tell me what the code is on your video, and I'll take a look right now. I have like not a spreadsheet, but like a document. So let me know. Okay. I do like the 4-4-1+2 here. Of course, 4-4-1+2 is unsafe on block. It's launch punishable. But if you don't show your opponent it quite frequently, it's perfectly fine to go for, especially because it's a homing attack. Unlike Jax is not a homing until T8. Also, notice how Bloodica does not flinch at all against 4-4-1+2. So either mentally he's thinking, oh, I got to jet upper that, or mentally he just doesn't think about the high. Now, granted, I guess there, really late he had ducked on flinch, but this also might have been a KBD timing. The walls got rolled back, I know, right? Take it back to, oh, interesting. I don't think Bryan's parry works against goal 2, though. So this is probably fake anyway. So the nice thing is you did full walk, so the further Gigas is away when he enters into run or walk into goal, a goal stance being the 50-50 here, 50-50, is that, yeah, you do more damage the further he walks. And also the timing is different. The problem with delaying your goal entrance, or goal movement rather, or goal attack, I should say, is that you leave yourself open to counterplay. So after the first couple of steps, like for instance, Bryan here can stand 4, he can down 4-2-1, he can do quite a few things, which would interrupt. So you kind of get in this weird spot with Gigas where it's like, am I going to hit a button at a certain timing, or am I going to commit? In here, obviously, he made the right read with goal 1, beating the parry. But at the same time, like I said, I don't think his parry works against goal 2. Very few reversals or parries work against it. Big. Okay, push out. One low parry. Like I said, I don't think he's really thinking about punishing you 1+2s. Up 4-3, was that a reset? Huh? Okay, too close, but he's allowed for meaty taunt. Wow, what a duck. Okay, good break overkill. Wouldn't have killed him, but would have done a fuck ton. Okay, he's just greedy, bro. Oh my god. So greedy. Yeah, so obviously the rage drive with Gigas is a full screen unblockable, so he's jumping to jump over them blockable. But it's so greedy. It's greedy because you could just rage art. Like, if you just rage art, you'd still hit him. Okay, nice SG1. A 4-2 variation, unskilled hit. He recovers quicker. Okay. I talked about this in the Mardik video, the how to punish back 2. It's the same thing with Gigas down 4-1+2 series. If you mash out 3+4, you recover quicker. So you going for a power crush, you went for down 1+2, is not really a thing here. So this is a fake trap. Because, yeah, he's recovering essentially anywhere between 20 to 27 frames faster than you. So literally anything he'll do is going to beat. In this position, he takes the +20, goes for wake up 3 on 23. So. Northern Cross, up 4-3 variation. He's a big boy, yeah, has to drop out. Okay, mid option against, he's not flinching. I do like the chase down up 4-3. Up 4-3 is actually, it's like, it's not plus, but it's like -1 or something. And because it's such a huge hitbox or against a really big character, technically at certain ranges, up 4-3 into sway 2-4 does work. So I don't know if he could convert there, but keep in mind, Bryan can launch. It's a weird kind of thing, but it does work. May the spring kickery? Okay. Oh. Okay, there we go. Charge back 2, gold 2 guaranteed, yep. Okay, so this is a major thing to note. This will be one of the videos I do work on soon, but it's like, the question is, why would I ever want to knock the opponent down, right? If I knock the opponent down, wouldn't it be better if I am against an opponent standing, but I'm like +8? It's like, okay, it depends on your character, but in theory, sometimes +8 is really strong. But then there's like a million and one things, like side sway, back sway, reversals, parries, sabakis, power crushes if you go for a slower attack, so on and so forth. There's a million things that they can do, and from a standing state, the options might be limited, but it is still fairly infinite in the things that they can do relative to what your brain can think of really fast, right? But if you knock your opponent down, all of a sudden they go from like 100 and like, let's say 150 moves to essentially like 10. So in this position, Bloodica delayed side roll. So now instead of him having 10 attacks out of grounded, he now has 3. So he basically can either do wake up 3, wake up 4, or essentially roll away or tap up. So he has 4. So he went from 100 in, let's say, 25 moves off of standing. Now grounded, he can do 20 things. Delayed side roll, now he can only do 4 things. So you have to cascade down the list, right, of things your opponent can possibly do against you. So bad news for Gigas, if you're playing like Negan here, you can do a 4-4-2, and 4-4-2 is a steel pedal. So out of that position, 4-4-2 will literally beat anything that Bryan can do off the ground. Now, unfortunately, you are playing Gigas, so 4-4-2 doesn't hit grounded, but keep in mind, he only can do 4 things here. So by you dashing to yayish range, you can react to the back roll. You can react to the quick stand. You can react to the wake up 3, wake up 4, and punish accordingly. So again, you're not expecting the world, 120 moves. You're only expecting 4. And think about how hard it is to predict what the opponent's going to do. Now divide it by 30, right? You're only dealing with 4 things. And if you can't react to 4 things, well, you hit a practice mode, but keep that in mind. Okay. Now back to I don't really understand the orbital. 1-2-1. Unfortunate. Okay, let's go ahead and jump ahead. Oh, are you playing ranked? Interesting. Yeah, I probably can't give you good advice against Harong. Harong versus Gigas is definitely out of my wheelhouse.
Round 1.
But yeah, we can give you definitely advice here against Xiaoyu. Okay, 1 down 2 opener into RDS4. Wow, what a scumbag. Yeah, well, of course, 1 down 2 negative. Oh shit! I was afraid I clicked the wrong button. Yeah, I don't know what you can do. I would imagine like Gigas down by 4 might be an okay answer here. Of course, you can't really predict that they're gonna go for Cali roll, so that was a sick read on their part. But maybe down by 4. Man, you guys have some good pings. Bro, I'm so jealous of you. 32? Now, granted, you're playing on Wi-Fi, but man, 32 ping? Just the Bryan, please? Oh, my bad. Okay, we'll take a look at least one more. Man, I'm jealous. I don't know, maybe when I play, I only play against East Coasters. Unless I'm playing at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, then I get West Coast. It's annoying. Okay, so what did he open against? 1 jab, 4-3. Really good. Any sort of big counter hit tool is really strong against Gigas. Initiating 4-3, which I think it's on 14 or 15 after +1 after 1 jab is pretty strong, right? What is Gigas going to do? 1 check? I mean, I guess you could 1 check, but if you literally do anything else, you're going to trade negative, right? Gigas problems, by the way. Bad combo. Good block. Keep in mind you are playing Gigas, so you do have wall stand 4-2 on 13. Knockdown is significantly better, again, like I just talked about, than +6 or 7, whatever that may be. The fuck? Wait, so he did forward 2-1 and he just swayed one. You see? Oh, he backdash. Okay, okay, that makes more sense. Jet upper. Okay, he's trying to style combo on you. Safe option. Yeah, 1-2-1 is completely safe on block. More than safe on block. You can go for a parry trap here with Bryan. If you're by the wall, you can just do parry and then he grabs your arm, push you into the wall. So. Okay, finally ducking. I wouldn't necessarily recommend this, but technically, anytime you enter into a ground state against Gigas, you can always bet down back 3. It's probably not the best idea, but notice how you hit him in like a float state, because down back 2 normally wouldn't do this animation. If you want to bet the farm, you can always go down back 3 too, and you'd relaunch him. I'm not saying you're going to want to do it constantly, but it is an option. Okay, flinch option. Back by 4 again. Normally I'd say back by 4 is really good, but if you do a solo one check, you're gonna anti-air him too. Ooh. Okay, wow, big call out on the QCF forward. Okay, running 2. Oh, yeah, you could have went for running 2. I mean, back 3 or whatever the input is okay. You get that Mardik back 4 style. Yeah, wall stand 3 is only -13. That's not 14, so. Okay, beautiful low parry. Wall still up. Okay, chase down. Back 4. I don't know about that. One thing to note: back 4 is -10. Gigas can punish this every fucking time. So you can 1-2 his dumbass. That's a back. I mean, like, look at the context, right? Like, what's the plan here? So steps up, double taunt way late on initiation, and back 4. Even if he hits you, was you 4-4-2 open field? He's risking his life, right? He's putting himself back to the wall, allowing you for 1-2 punishment. So very risky, not worth it. A nice challenge. Like, talk about up 4-3 is barely negative. Sway 3. Hey, sway 3, you should probably be looking to get off the wall. You won't ever set yourself up for death. Now at +4, he can do jabs to challenge you, to lock you down. But even if you jab, you're still going to get off the wall. Here, down forward 1 would only track to the left. So if you're counter stepping left in this position, off the wall, you can at least get to his side and then punish him accordingly. Yeah, it's -4. It's -10. You can 100% punish him. Gigas has that benefit. Other characters, of course, if they initiate back 4 really close to you, can punish it, but just careful. Oh, okay, let's go. Wow, full splat too. Yo, T7. Wow, SG2? Okay. Damn, it is slow period time. He's doing good reads against you. Although, look at that. He bled 80% or 85 in a second. A nice duck. No punish. Yeah, sway 1+2 is at least -12. In Tekken 8, it's actually -9. Because, why not? I don't know. Oh, you're not dead? Lucky. Oh, that low parry. Was that it? Did you just fuck up the down forward 1? Like, be honest, right? Was that a down forward 1? That was probably a duck shot, wasn't it? Okay, so, a couple of like definite notes here against Bloodica, at least his playstyle. Don't forget about down 2. Like, you didn't do like a single down 2, right? The nice thing is down 2 with anti-air, it hits grounded. You did kind of get caught in a bad situation. I don't remember what round it was when you tried to do the scoop for your steel pedal. Keep in mind, you can always do. You did one duck shove, okay. At least you're honest. I respect that. But yeah, keep in mind you can always do back 1 for steel pedal. Back 1 steel pedal is faster, like easier to perform. Now, granted, it's not as good as down back 1+2, but in certain chaotic situations you can kind of get with it. Otherwise, like, yeah, Bloodica kind of got stuck in the same situation as you did. He's trying desperately to close out the round, but notice how he's keeping calmer in his approach against you. But apart from that, like I said, I definitely want to see more down 2, more like one-checking in general. What else did you miss? I would say, okay, from his lack of challenging against 4-4 1+2 and down 4 1+2 or down 4-3 1+2, I wouldn't say do it more, but knowing that he's not reacting to normal like Gigas play, like counterplay, maybe throw him a few more traps in general. Maybe a deep sidestep off of a wicked position, back 2 charge, maybe raw back 2. He probably can't punish. He probably doesn't know how to punish that back two. Stuff like that. Throw him more options. Now, again, I don't mean necessarily kitchen sink. Like for instance, earlier in game one, you went for full crouch down 4-2 when you probably shouldn't have. But throw him more Gigas traps, like things he might not be really expecting. More 4-4-2, more down 2. Like I said, charge back 2 just to see how he reacts. And then maybe once you get a better read on his timing and what he wants to, transition to like a down 4-3-1 idea at the wall where, on counter hit, you get a wall splat, stuff like that. Not sidestep. Don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to sidestep. I want you to, in a ground position, step so your alignment, and then you time your back 2. Now, with that being said, Gigas does have some funky sidestepping things that he can evade. Sidestep 1+2, things like that. But you did you did your power crush at like weird timings that wouldn't really net you anything, or puts you at a very bad position where if they just mash, you're gonna lose. Like, still don't freak out. Don't necessarily don't do power crushes, but use them at like better options. But yeah, in wall positioning or ground positioning, sidestep with the opponent, charge back 2, and then go for your 50-50. Or like I said, solo back 2, see how they want to react. Definite more wall stand 2, because wall stand 2 is easily one of Gigas' best moves. Also, you only did like one overkill, 1+2 throw. Like, where's the throw game? Like, you're playing him very straight, which is okay, but I want you to test the knowledge of your opponent more just to see what they do know. Because even though you are Tekken King, I would still think 90% of your opponents aren't going to know Gigas well enough to allow you to sneak things in. So, I mean, shit, you did a bunch of down back 2 against him at the beginning, and then you just like transitioned away from that idea completely, allowing him to sneak in. But yeah, your opponent doesn't punish shit. Just fucking start throwing more things at him, right? What's the worst that can happen? They start punishing you, right? As long as you're healthy you're healthy, you have good wall positioning, you can afford to take risks. Again, health as a resource. When you're playing from like massive behind, you don't want to take a lot of risk unless it's like educated risk. But like for instance, Bloodica can kind of throw things at you that you just might not be expecting and rot you down. So keep that in mind. Gigas is still a fairly unknown character, even though this game is like over 8 years old. So explore what your opponent does know and doesn't know, and then punish them accordingly. He should be played like a tricky character in that way, in my opinion. But I like Gigas. Gigas is one of my favorite characters when I was playing Tekken 7 initially. So like 7.0 days. I remember going to an Evo or a major, I can't remember, and they had a bunch of setups, and it was like winner stays on setups. And yeah, I was just playing Gigas, got like a 20-something win streak. Because yeah, no, I'll fucking play Gigas. Right? So okay, here we go. So this is a better connection one. Yeah, and submissions are still open. I will... Oh, yeah, so to answer a couple of the questions here that I did receive questions in the submission. Let me go ahead and turn the display on. Yeah, so why doesn't Ni go for a tie entrance? I can't tell you. I have no clue why he doesn't do tie entrance. The only thing I can kind of think of is even though like 2-1 tie is plus 12, and sorry, this is Ganryu. 2-1 tie is plus 12. Your options at a tie are limited such that it's really just a decent power low but doesn't do anything, and a mid mix-up that is fairly risky, like forward 2 off tie is launch punishable, tie forward 2 is launch punishable, so on and so forth. So maybe instead of taking the plus 12 into a canned 50-50, that's okay, unless there's like context to the wall. He's just taking a clean plus 8. So that's just my guess. Again, you did link a video, but you like linked his his whole like 2-hour video of like him leveling TGO against Chikarin. So you got to give me a little bit of time codes. That way I don't have to search things. Second question was Oki after Boston Crab? I don't know for a fact. I think with Boston Crab, so King throw, with Boston Crab, I think you can either do CD 1+2, which would be a ground hit. If they do a mash, then you get a counter hit launcher. Also, if they back roll, it might still hit. I don't know for a fact. But I think most people will apply either a ollie kick down 3+4 solo poke, like just to do a little chip damage, or maybe a chase down throw. But chase down throw does leave you open to like a wake up 3 count, not counter at launch, but like natural at launch. So I don't know the best answer. I like King. I'm not really a King player. I wouldn't call myself a King player. And I don't know every single Oki. I just know for the most part against King when you're on the ground, typically you want to do delayed side roll to the left to escape all this pressure. Rage Drive misses, throws tend to miss, options, Oki tends to miss. That's usually your best way forward. Other than that, it's when you're in a ground position against King, it's understanding if you have a significant life lead to just quick stand and take the hit. The worst thing you can do is if you have like a clean 80% life lead, is you're guessing every single time he ground throws you what he's going to do. And then furthermore, in certain wall positionings, it's inescapable. So you have to take the back hit. So sometimes, like I said, you're 80%, you quick stand, and a lot of people will still go for a ground throw. And even if they don't go for a ground throw, they launch you. Okay, now you're taking 50%, whereas you might have instantly just lost and you were getting stuck in an infinite. So it's important to note. Usually against King, if you have a big life lead, just get the fuck off the ground ASAP. Don't even worry about any of the Oki. Because again, if he gets you with a back throw, a launcher, okay, you're bleeding 40 to 60%, but then that's it. That's the end of the series. There's no more series left, and at least you can then apply your own game. You don't want to get stuck in a ground infinite and then wonder where the fuck your health went. You lost instantly from 90%. So, hey, no duck. 4-2-4. Okay, chase down for 2. I don't hate it. Probably you're trying to go for electric. Okay, big whiff, but yeah, you backdashed. Okay, very light punish on down like 2. A big whiff. Yeah, interesting. You're already initiating into the electric in this position. So you weren't trying to punish, you're trying to approach with electric. I would say just be careful. Get a read on your opponent's timing. Okay, back 1, but you didn't commit. Okay, big, no wall bounce too far. Okay, you thought you were going to get the wall bounce. I respect that. Oh, what a check. Okay, there you go. I like that. The solo forward too. You don't have to do the string. Like I said, just because you can do something doesn't mean you have to. So, okay, I want the reaction, and now you backdash. Diagonal wall, unfortunately. Portal Pursuit, of course, is launch punishable in a 5.0 world. Okay, you gotta guess. Wow, that duck jab, though. The duck jab was spicy because these ultimate tackles are, I can guarantee you, those are shoulders. He's trying to shoulder you. But he's stuck in FC because I mean, he has a lot of wins, but he doesn't quite understand standing versus crouching. Oh, wow. Open forward to you. Okay. Okay, beautiful step. Yeah, I would like to see you bigger launcher there, especially if you're stepping, but maybe you're not thinking of what he's going to do. Instead, you're going just to... Whoa, okay, cool combo. I don't think I've seen that. You're just stepping in general, which is okay. Oh, nice chase down. Wall's good. Okay, not that good, but it doesn't matter. You trade against wall stand 2, luckily. Had he commit to wall stand 3, he would have won clean, but 50-50, or sorry, hindsight's 20/20. Okay. So after one thing of note, this sway 3 line with right, it's either a high or a mid. If you're going to duck, just duck and wait for the confirm and then launch. Don't duck and then mash out your launcher. Right, you want to confirm the whiff. One thing of note also is with sway 3-2, sway 3-2. This that's -10. So if you think they're going to chicken out or commit to the high, you can always technically just duck jab them. Now, if you duck jab them and they go for the overhead and they don't delay the overhead, yeah, you get launched. So it's not risk-free, but still, it's all part of the metagame, like the mind games with your opponent. Are they going to commit to it or not? Like I talked about earlier, Yomi, that would be like Yomi level 2, the duck jab. Fishing, yeah, a little bit late on the punish. Interesting, back forward too. For Jin players and Devil Jin players, one of the benefits of back forward 2 is it's essentially a full tracking mid. Decent hitbox. Now, granted, the back forward 2, of course, is -10, but the back forward 2 by itself is a really good anti-step tool and has a decently good hitbox to it, period. So, I do like seeing back forward 2. Keep in mind, you just don't have to commit to the full laser scraper combo or whatnot. Okay, up forward, open gambit, okay. Wall's good. CD1, we can go for it. Oh. Okay, input mistake. Okay, nice punish. You can also duck the second hit of the forward kick. Oh, what a challenge. Ah, you got caught with the old open field plus frames. So even though wall crushes are plus, in open field, this is probably like +5 or something. But you're so far away that you're not actually positive, right? It's for beginner players and actually even some intermediates. This is one of those like really important topics where you don't understand why you're getting hit even though you're plus. And it's all because range, right? Again, okay, you're +5, but you're range 2, like 2.5, right? So by you approaching, you're eating frames, and by the time you approach to use your frames, you're getting hit in the fucking face. So that's a hard-learned topic, a hard-learned lesson. Everyone, I'm sure even in chat here, has dealt with that before. But keep in mind, that's why wall crushes are so like piss-poor mechanic edition, new mechanics for Season 5 or 5.0. And only a few characters can actually approach with their plus frames, like Katarina. Asuka's a really good one. She's like +22, open field or something. It's crazy. And then I think at the wall, she's like +24. Yeah, like down by 2, force 50-50. Yeah, you got caught in a scramble-ish. Yeah, him scrambling with a 3-2 was a mistake. You not doing anything was a mistake. So, not the best idea from crowd here. Or couch, my apologies. I saw the R, just added it. Okay. I would definitely like to see, I want to see more sidestep movement in general. Also, if you're not going to sidestep, you definitely, this is just in general for like most characters. If you're not going to sidestep, you should be looking to backdash. Devil Jin has really good range. Back 1 has great range. Electric has great range. Even, to be honest, back 4 is not bad. But yeah, if you're not going to sidestep, which is like typically we want to do against Paul, sidestep right, blows up down 4-2 and stuff like that. Let's go, Mateo. I know, right? Okay, Weibu. Whoa. A little bit dangerous to double Weibu here. Now, the good news is he's recovering and face down, feet away, so his wake-up attacks are going to be really slow. And furthermore, if you block them, they're all launch punishable. But yeah, that was a hell of a read. the challenge that was done. Okay, what are you going to go for? What 50-50? Okay, you're not going for any 50-50? This is exactly what I was talking about, right? He's recovering FDFA. So down laser wins, back 4 wins. Even shit like down 1 would still win here too. So you should apply some sort of 50-50. And then from there, you adjust your strategy depending on what your opponent does. Okay, do I think they're going to sidestep? Do I think they're going to attack? Are they going to quick stand? So on and so forth, right? That's like the chain of thought when you're applying pressure. And the nice thing, which with these attack throws and sort of like animations, again, is the Oki is always consistent, right? You always get this Oki. You always get the FDFA. You always get the +10, let's say. It's always going to happen. So you're never going to have to guess what is going to happen. And by default, you know what options are going to be what options. So if you don't know, this is in general, this is for beginner players and intro, intermediate, go to practice mode and find your best option, or at the bare minimum, go to Discord or something like that and find out what people tend to do. You can share a lot of information. Okay, you got to start ducking these highs. Oh, big kill, CD1. Okay, definitely can pick up. Okay. Well, that was weird. Okay, so lessons learned there for sure. More sidestepping. Know your best options for Oki positions, especially after attack throws, because again, very, very consistent. Don't forget about down 3. Like, you used a lot of down back 2 at -13, which leaves you open to like wall stand 3-2 punishment. But if you were to use a down 3, and then knowing your opponent is like really, 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 really wants to use a wall stand 3-2 punish, now your -13 punish or move becomes -12. You guard the wall stand 3-2, and then you duck the high. It's one of the reasons why if your character has like an explicit punisher that's very, very strong off of full crouch, for instance, or wall stand, you can bait them out. I talked about this before, how every low that Feng has is at least -12. So Dragunov is like, okay, I'm going to wall stand 1-3 and I'm going to get this sick-ass wall bounce launcher right to the wall. But Feng also has down 4, which is -11. So the Feng player, knowing your Dragunov player really, really loves using wall stand 1-3. They'll use it down 4 on -11. You'll wall stand 1-3 it, and not only do you not get the punish, you not get the sick wall combo. All of a sudden, you're launch punishable. So now they use that information to bait you out. Another great example is an option like 4-4, the mock kick for Bryan. It used to be -10, so you would duck jab to punish it, but now it's -9. So a lot of people will be like, okay, well, at -9, I can go for a generic down 4, right? But the problem is because you're in full crouch, that generic down 4 is no longer 13, it's now 15. Uh-oh, you have a problem. The Bryan player reads your low attempt, your miss punish, and launches your dumbass for it. So there's a lot of like of these type of things, and knowing what your opponent wants to tend to do will allow you to exploit that as a weakness. So that's like, again, this is like fighting game 101. It's not even like Tekken 101 sort of shit. So okay, let's see. Did I just making our way through the list? I'm probably going to close submissions because we are getting towards the end. Bear with me a second, guys. Yeah, unfortunately, the Google form isn't like the best way to do these. That's correct. Full crouch down 4s that are generic go from -13 and -2 on hit, -13 to, I think they're still -2 or maybe -4 on hit, and then are -15 on block. In Tekken 8, generic down 4s are launch punishable anyway, so it's kind of a moot point at this point of the game, but still. Okay, let's see. Let me take a look at the timer. Oh, you linked it. Oh, you, what the? Unless you want me to take a look at this. How's it going, Alejandro? Okay, sorry, I'm trying to. Okay, we'll leave this tab open because we can probably get to that. I think I took a look at this one. Okay, bear with me a second. Let me pause this. Oh. Yeah, sorry, I have a lot of windows open on my small screen. Sure. Yeah, next time, Mateo. Like I said, probably be, well, oh, shit. I guess I can reopen submissions. Let me go ahead and reopen them. I did schedule like another hour for myself, so we do have time. I take that back. So let me go ahead. Bear with me a second. If you want me to take a look, sure. Let me reopen submissions. And don't have the link immediately available. But here you go. Yeah, submissions will be open for like another 15 minutes, guys. Because yeah, we have not a lot of duplicates, but we have a lot from the same people, and I want to give everyone kind of a chance here. Okay. Okay, so I think we're from the Ganryu perspective. Yes, we are. Okay, so we have Ganryu versus Dragunov. Down 4 challenge. Yeah, no punish. Yeah, this is a little bit trickier because this is definitely one of those like weird dynamic kind of matchups. So Dragunov is not a super fast character, but he's fast enough. And then we're playing against, our perspective, we're playing Ganryu, who is a slower character. So Dragunov can kind of exploit a few things. With that being said, Headbutt does have some pretty good like jab crush to it. And Dragunov is a character with like a really lot of high hitboxes. So you can probably just headbutt a lot of fucking things that Dragunov wants to really do. How's it going, Tony? Oh yeah, no problem. No worries, Mateo. A big headbutt. Number 2 chase down, careful. Whoa. Okay, how negative? Because we have a frame data here, right? -15, sleigh ride, and you instant. Oh my god, you got super fucking lucky. Like I said, okay, so you can argue, oh, I have mental frame advantage with the palm, right? Just careful. Don't get stuck with that like noob trap mentality where you're pushing at -30 and you're like, oh, it's working. I'm a fucking genius. Okay, very light punish. Yeah, the forward 1+2 of course is his I-14 knockdown, which would prefer to punish the 1+2. I mean, to be honest, at this frame, the 2-1 in tie at +12 is okay as well. Headbutt's not horrible because at least you knock down here against Dragunov. So Oh, wow. 2-1 back to. So how fast back to? Like 16, right? 15. Okay. But yeah, it's bad. Back to has a really bad hitbox. Dragunov has pretty superior movement. So careful with that. Although, okay, you did solo back to? Okay, no, you did commit. Keep in mind, any character with a Sabaki reversal side sway, back to 1, you are risking your life by going for it. So just please keep that in mind. Oh, okay. Your choice. Open Gambit, challenge, FC option. A little bit risky. Okay, I do like the tie forward on pursuit, simply because Dragunov doesn't really have a great answer to challenge this. The best thing, honestly, Dragunov can do is just simply do a down 4, because that's high hits grounded, hits on I-15, but at the same time, you don't get any of like the sexiness of like down 2 or stomp or 4-4-4. You just don't have frames to do it as Dragunov. One of the mistakes you can make as Dragunov in these type of matchups is you'll commit to a stomp and you won't get the right input out. So yeah, usually taking something super fast and guaranteed is the better way forward. But yeah, you get hit enough by random like wake up positions that you kind of get trained not to challenge with certain characters. Another great example is King. Okay, no combo. Yeah, no duck on the high, although I understand not challenging it. Yeah, I'm gonna need some water. Okay, big bet. Yeah, bad punish. Yeah, from a Tekken King, he should be punishing 2-1-2. That's kind of telling, to be honest. He hasn't really reacted to any sort of back 2 ideas or 2-1-2 ideas. So at this point, yeah, knowing that he's refusing to punish you, maybe exploit that fact. With that being said, he might be just like mentally taking notes of what you want to do, but at the same time, you're ahead by 2 games or 2 rounds. Fucking exploit it till the cows come home, yeah? Yeah, look at that. I mean, what's better, +6 or +10, right? Shit. Knockdown, launcher, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, force 50-50. I mean, you're playing Ganryu. What are you going to do? Sidestep, backdash? Blizzard Hammer or no, right? Okay, nice duck. Interesting, you weren't committing to the full crouch jump for 2 that time, though. Okay, chase down back 2, careful. He solo backdashes, you're dead. As soon as you like solo backdash with Dragunov again, super good movement. You're fucking dead. Don't approach with back 2. It's a bad trap in my experience. Yeah, there you go. Exactly like I talked about. Let's go, Medino. The chase down. Oh, 50-50. How plus are you? You're only +1? I don't even know, to be honest. Oh, okay, yeah, +1 to FC. So if you do wall stand 4, it's hitting on 12, right? Or sorry, hitting on 10, and power crushes take 8 frames to activate. So that was a good read. And honestly, power crush might even beat like if you were to go for a full crouch down forward 1+2. Okay, like I said, superior movement on Dragunov will annihilate your current strategy, so careful. Oh, okay. Yeah, he probably could have done like wall stand 1-2 for extension combo here, but shoulder is also fine. Oh, sure. Yeah, just let me know. Oh, fuck. What the fuck's going on here? Oh, I was thinking this is a tournament. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, entrance. Nice duck. Ooh, that's rough. Yeah, I wish I could give you good advice there. I mean, he ducked and he went for the 14 frame full crouch, but he just still clipped you. Wow. I wonder if he did wall stand 2, if that would have high crushed. I don't even know. Oh, man. What a read. Oh, that was sick. That was sick as fuck. Goddamn. Okay, yeah. Approaching with QCF3, there's no mix-up. So as soon as he commits to QCF3, that's it. So in this case, he commit the 3 option, but still, he went full distance. A low option. Yeah, so whenever you are face down, even if you are feet away, so feet away or feet towards, if you tap up, you do a wake up. So you did tap up, but you can do a wall stand 4. And notice how you are +5 after the tie back 1+2. So your wall stand 4 is going to come out quicker than his wall stand option. One other thing of note is when you're in a face down position and you tap up, you can only do kicks. So wall stand 3 or wall stand 4 are the only options. But yeah, you beat here clean. Notice how he does a wall stand 4. In hindsight, I mean, he should do wall stand 3, which is better for Anna. But yeah, you'll beat clean. You'll win by 10 frames or 5 frames, so it doesn't matter. Okay, nice confirm. Okay, probably could have got off the wall. Yeah, what did you do? So you, as you see there, after this, the back one series, you are +3. What did you do? Oh, looked like you quick stood and dabbed. Ah, Power Crush through. That's not smart, because, like, think of what Power Crush does here, right? Okay, so you're going for a down 4 1+2. And sorry, this is from the perspective of Anna. Okay, so either you're going to do the mid or you're not going to do the mid, right? And you're -7. Why would you Power Crush here? Why would you put yourself in a position where you might just get dead by wall splat, right? Bad habit, and it doesn't beat your follow pit either, so. Ooh, okay. Challenging. Ooh, Ganryu. I crush. Hello. Reset. Oh, you get splat? Oh, you did get splat. Okay, too far. I like that. I like the read. Keep your opponent on their toes, right? It's basically risk-free. Fuck. Let's go for it. Okay, 4-3-2. Running 2-3 probably. Oh, okay, nice recognition of wall distance. Yeah, I would commit to running 2-3 still because it's so consistent. Okay, that's a high. Yeah, her hell sweep is a high. It tells you there too, but down back 3+4, 4 is low high. And unless it's clean, it actually, you can still duck it. So unlike, what is it called? Raver spin with lay, where if you commit to down back 4-4, it always works. Hers doesn't work that way. Oh, back 2-2, pick up. She could have done a kill, but that's okay.
Round 4. Fight.
Down 4 opener, CGM, down 3. Plus frames, 50-50 forced. Wow, what a challenge. He's done so many roll entrances, I wouldn't doubt him going roll 3 there, which would have won. Okay, chase down, you're bleeding. Oh. Cheeky into the QCFR, okay. Yeah, careful with back 2. Again, like I said, back 2-1 is devalued against characters with Sabakis and side sways. Parries, you'll get your shit blown up. It's also not the best range and also is weak to SSL as we had seen. So careful with that. I would definitely like to see more down 4. Now, you were using down 4-3 because you get that like really nice plus frame option, invisible low. But the range you're using down 4-3, especially towards the end there, would be more beneficial to use a down 4. Now, I believe down 4 does hit grounded, and again, like it has the benefit of being a counter launcher. Down 4-3 is okay, but it's best used in context of like really close range pressure. I do like how you made the adjustment. You did do one back sway, and you made the read going for the 1+2 rather than the 2-1 option. But still, maybe a few down 4-2s. Now, yeah, you did so few down 4-2s, like no clap. You were kind of establishing a down 4 1+2 meta, which is fine. I would say, yeah, you backed away from headbutts too. Don't back away from headbutts unless your opponent's really showing that they're hard reading against it. Don't use so much back 2. Maybe sprinkle in a little down 4 because it's really annoying. Kind of similar to Kazumi, like we were talking about earlier. With Kazumi down 3 and down 4 for space control. Ganryu down 4 also is very good at space control too, so don't sleep on it. Apart from that, I wouldn't mind seeing an occasional down 4-2, especially because you can either do down 4-2 or down 4-2 palm. But notice how you're playing against a Williams sister, and she has very, very poor jabs. So if you do down 4-2 and you don't commit to the palms, if she tries to punish you, at most ranges she's probably going to miss. So that will force her to make the adjustment with like a stand 4, for instance. I'm just kind of theory crafting out loud here, but keep that in mind. But definitely less back 2. Unless you know 100% what you're doing, try to stay away from back 2. Okay, bear with me.
Show you at DMs? Nah, I'm not going to.
God, I have so many windows. I have so many windows on my screen, man. I have like 5 windows I have to keep flipping between them. Okay, so we are, this is in Veins, I don't know how to pronounce the name, versus Mateo. So we're looking from Mateo's perspective. Okay, chase down option. Back 2-3, wall's pretty good. Wow, stand 2-4, 3+4, nice. Okay, so you want flip over immediately, huh? Ooh. Yeah, so interesting. So yeah, he was in range to get any sort of like extended combo, but he specifically wanted the Oki. The problem is like it invites tech roll, so he's forced to Weibu into the 50-50, but we talked about that in the what was that, the ATL video from yesterday? I talked about that, or was that this morning? Shit. Where yeah, by delayed side rolling, you're walking naturally to their weak side, even in a recovery state. So it forces him in this position to go for the double Weibu, right, for alignment purposes. Because if he commits to a single Weibu or immediate electric, hell sweep, blah, 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 he's going to miss clean. Not only because of Tekken vulnerability, but the fact that you're also moving to the weak side. Okay, Shaq, wow. The generic down 4 into reversal, that was some cheeky shit. What a read. Okay, wow, chase down. So scary. It's scary because, like, I'm just calling him in because I don't know if in veins or what. It's scary because like 4-4-1+2 has no tracking, right? So he's already diagonal wall. He wants to move off the wall as it is. So approaching with a linear attack is very, very risky. Luckily, it paid off. You get the headbutt lockdown, but it's risky. Oh, I do like the side sway. And now you're realigned onto him too. Okay, plus here, option. 1-3, careful. 1-3 non-shielding high. Down back 2 is going to crush. Okay, force 50-50 again. Pops the meter. Okay, I don't hate the down forward 2. It might be more valuable in that position to go for 4-4-2, right? Using the plus frames on the wall crush. Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, not wrong context. Okay, big pickup, easy kill. But yeah, 4-4-2 is super good, right? Especially when they're locked down. Okay. I do like this forward duck jab rather than you committing immediately to like a back turn mix up. You just kind of turn steal back with the duck jab. Now that will get him thinking, right? Now you didn't commit immediately to an option like BT down 3, for instance, but it's like it's enough just to kind of get him right into that mindset. Oh, okay. So not only am I playing a crazy guy, but I'm playing someone who doesn't give a shit. So I like that. Okay, long carry variation type. Oh, yo, Tekken 7, let's go. Okay, full splat. 3-3 BT, what do you go for? BT 1+2 reset. Okay, duck jab option. Okay, maybe now you're starting to tip your hand. 50-50 forced, yeah. Wall stand 1+5, back 4 on 12. Nice. Even if he goes up 4, right? Back 4 is still probably anti-airs him. I would presume. I don't know for a fact. Okay, nice punish. Ooh, I do like the down 4 3+4. Wow, back 2 input error for sure. Oh, why are you ducking? What is that duck? Okay, shoulder. Nice hit. Yeah, chip down 4, not quite a kill. I miscalculated that too. Ah, nice hit. Yeah, I do like the. I mean, you're playing Feng, right? You're playing a character who can dictate pacing. Like that's one of his major benefits. So yeah, you're playing Feng 100% correct. Dictate pacing, modify and control spacing, and force your opponent to overcommit. The good news is you're playing against Devil Jin. Right, Devil Jin is, in the grand scheme of things, pretty fucking bad nowadays. So you're playing a perfect counter character against them, and especially because, you know, again, sidestep right or to their right, your SSL will beat Hell Sweep. It will beat Electric. So the fact that you at any time can just do a random up forward 2 and side sway to weak side, so good, like so good. And like the counter step movement. Okay, big side step 1+2. You thought he wouldn't poke out. Notice the desperation on timing now. That will set up a back one in the future. Oh, beautiful Sabaki. So good shit.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay. Oh, okay. Try to step at Tekken 7. Yeah, I actually played DR 2 nights ago offline here in NorCal. And I literally sidestepped 1 pixel to the left and electric missed right in my face. And I was like, oh my god, I missed that. I fucking missed that so much. Okay, yeah, force 50-50. Nice timing from Vids. Chase down. Okay, dropped it. Mistake. Nice Kempo drop. Ooh, okay. I do like the chase down forward 1+2. The homing advancing attack there. Natural hit launcher. And lockdown. Like, in this position, right? What is Invane's going to do? Is he going to duck? Right? No, he ain't going to duck. Of course. Lockdown option. He's more likely to sidestep in this position. So beautiful. And the good news is you're right off the wall, too, so you don't have to like weird diagonal wall shenanigans, right? Going against you either. Okay, nice dictating pacing. again, the fact that you hit him with the Sabaki on the laser scraper is now catching him thinking. So I like that. Yeah, sidestep forward probably not the best. So you're going for a trap. The BT1 trap isn't going to work, right, with context because there's no wall splat on the table anyway. So you just score a knockdown. Probably sidestep back 4, sidestep down back 3, maybe. More productive 50-50. Or just a solo poke, like 1-2 poke, walk down. Not even necessarily committing to like sidestep right, 1-3, which then leaves you open to counterplay, so. Okay, no punish. Okay, I like that. Using the ass stun down forward 3 plus 4 was smart. In that position, like a Devil Jin player is more likely to go airborne after freaking out at like -20. So if he goes airborne, down forward 3 plus 4 is meaty. So good read. I mean, you get clipped by the instant wall stand too. At that point, you're forced to duck anyway. So. Yeah, I like it. Stepping weak. Okay, unfortunately, re-step strong. Full splat. Yo, T7. Okay, a lot of mistakes so far. There's another mistake. Very poor punish. Oh, what a flash out. Woo! The wall stand with student beat the forward. Oh, bro, what? That was sick. What a read. Okay, interrupt. I like it. Okay, a little churn still happy, but I don't hate it. I don't hate it simply because he's not really punishing me anyway, and that's an easy fucking kill. Power splat. Yeah, do it again. You can smash out any input at that time.
Round 4. Fight.
Okay, nice Kempo. Yeah, I'm curious, how frequently do you do Kempo 3? There have been a kind of a few big whiffs. Now, granted, I don't think you had anticipated down back 2 just losing clean against Kempo drop. But I do like the modify like option between like Kempo 1 and Kempo 2. I do like it. Wow, yes sir. Okay, long carry variation, that should be a kill. Full splat, easy kill. Yeah, I like it. You're getting him this completely second guess his approach against you. Again, he's playing Devil Jin, so it's like you know, Devil Jin problems, low tier problems nowadays, but he's still a scary character. You can't completely sleep on him, but I would say like the scariness of Devil Jin from at this point is like the least he's ever been scary, which is very impressive. At the same time, Devil Jin has been OP for so many games now, right? Like, fuck Devil Jin. Ah, yeah. Nice challenge. I like the solo down for 4. It's also good because, like, keep in mind, right? At that point, you're more likely to go for a Sabaki option. So by him using a 13-frame mid that's confirmable and safe on block, it does take that option away, and it's fast enough to challenge. It's one of the benefits that you know, like Kazuya and Devil Jin have over like what is he called? Over Heihachi, you know. The fear of the last hit, and again, mental frame advantage of you trying to mentally think, oh, I can launch punish Tsunami kick, you know, so forth. Ooh, okay. Yeah, he's really scared on the approach. Like at this time, like recognizing his weakness, I think sidestep. Yeah, like there you go. Finish your string, sidestep down back 3, down 2, lockdown. He's so afraid of approaching because of Kempo drop that he's just completely closed up against you. I think that's where we're currently at. Okay, you can't eat too many into the face. You don't want to get too much confidence going his way. Ah, he's a kill. Damn, yeah, he is closed up. He is hella closed up. Yeah, so again, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, closed up basically means they're just hard defending. They're not doing anything apart from defending. So at this point, your opponent is mentally defeated. They're not particularly looking for anything. They're not moving. They're not poking out. They're not even doing something like a power crush, let's say, right? Something that can interrupt on 8 from frame 8. No, they're completely just so mentally defeated that you can effectively do anything you want. With that being said, you don't, again, as usual, you don't want to do some random fucking snake eggs. you don't want to completely give up your churn. But like for instance here with Feng, Mateo can just start using sidestep 4 to further break his spirit. This is, again, you're not actually boxing against someone. There's no such thing as endurance. Your opponent forever can just keep mashing out jabs, right? Forever. They forever can do it. There's no stamina in this fighting game. So at that point, like normal fighting in general, and just any gameplay, it's all mental. So as soon as the pilot is losing their mental and is closed up, they're just desperately looking for a major mistake in the sense of something very fucking slow, like a snake edge. But they're so closed up that you can get away with murder by approaching it. Notice how, like, again, just lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. There you go. Finally, he ducks. So he is recovering some mental. The first time he's ducked a 1-3. And again, this goes to the fact, regardless of the opponent's skill level, there is still a human piloting the character. So no one is like forever invulnerable. So if you can break their spirit, you can break their mental, you can get away with murder, like literally against them. So, but yeah, he's so closed up. So this is one of those, like, if you can close the round here, like just completely break him, you're gonna get another 2 wins easily against them, regardless of skill level. Okay, that was a sick up 4-3. That was, to be honest, a kind of desperation up 4-3, because I think he's worried about you approaching with down back 3. So that was just a hard read. Yeah, I like it. I like the 4-3. 4-3 is only -3 on block. So it does allow you to maintain mental advantage against your opponent. Again, mental frame advantage. Wow, nice step. Where they're thinking, okay, well, if he does a 4-3-4, I launch him. But then you, knowing you're only -3, can keep applying pressure. You know, 4-3, down back 3. 4-3, down 3. You can even parting cloud in his face if you want to taunt, just to try to get a reaction out of him. Okay, nice movement. 50-50 forced. Yeah, 1-3, down 4-3 +4. I don't know if that's a true 50-50. Okay. Dropping. Okay, good patience. Oh, you got clipped. Wall's not great. I like this combo adjustment from him, though. Okay, oh, no, he's not going downstairs. Okay, he wanted the Oki. In context, it might have been better to go downstairs, but, I mean, he got the win, right? So, what can you say?
A little different.
Yeah, let me go ahead. At this point, let me close submissions.
So that would have been...
Let me see how long I have on the clock here.
A little different, but...
Okay, I scheduled for 30 more, but we'll probably finish about 10 or 15.
Appreciate the follow, nuns.
Okay, but yeah, you were really, really, really close to breaking his spirit. So that would have been tight. And it's funny, because, like, despite the fact that you can't, like, visually see your opponent, you can feel it, right? You can feel the spirit getting crushed. The Simpsons, this is the moment where you can see his heart breaking. you can feel it. It's one of the cool things about fighting games in general. You know when someone's mad. You know when they've given up. I don't know. It's, oh, what a read. 4-1+2 beating up 4. He thought he had the sick read on you too. Oh, Slum 50-50. How's it going, Todd? Oh yeah, dude. Bro, where are you going? Air, anti-air. You're not allowed to go airborne. Where are you going?
Bro, I'm not respecting that anymore.
Oh, you normally play against him? Yeah, I haven't played against him too much. He's not a name that I immediately can remember. Sorry, I know him, don't get me wrong, but like my mental database about playing people. Okay, there goes Steel Pedal. Oh, sorry, Hot Plate Special, down 3. Yeah, well, you know, talking to the Devil Jin player earlier, I would like to see more Hot Plate. Hot Plate's very good, and it's pretty safe on block, so. And it hits grounded, and it's invisible. Okay. Yeah, you get the frame advantage with the wall stand 4. Down back 2 is 13. Okay, haven't used your spin yet. Okay, nice too. Whoa, that was sick. There you go. Beautiful. You know how often we see people make that mistake? They won't use their spin, or they'll use their spin way too early, and then they'll get down on the ground, and then people won't do anything. It's like, bro, you still have a spin in your combo. So notice how Mateo deep dashes before initiating down 4-4, because down 4-4 I think hits on 15. So he's making sure he's in spacing, and because there's so many hits in the combo, there is significant pushback. So he has to deep dash into the hitbox to initiate the down 4-4-3. But again, recognizing that, then goes for it again and gets a clean splat down here. And then it looked like you were worried about how many hits you had in the combo. To be honest, I didn't pay attention either. So you did the super down forward 1 into shoulder. So very simple combo line. So that was a good call. Yeah, but too many people make that mistake. They either forget to use their spin, or they don't take into consideration how many hits there were in the combo up at the, at the balcony break. Very common mistake. Nice parry, 50-50 forced. Oh, boy. Scary. You got a little confidence there,
Yeah,
but you
scary.
closed that shit down. Okay, let's go ahead and jump ahead, and then we'll go to one of our other clips.
So that plays.
Oh, okay. I guess. My bad. Shit, I don't know where we even started. Yeah, I mean that's how high level play is for sure, right? And I'm not saying this for you, of course. I'm saying this for beginners and intermediate players and people just starting to get out of that intermediate zone. Is yeah, at a certain point, because you know everything your opponent can do, your opponent knows everything you can do. It just comes down to reads. Like if you watch a player like Lohai will literally just be, he'll call out the move and he'll explicitly just call the single move. And with that being said, I talked about that in how to beat a high level player, right? You don't want to, and I'll do top right for that. Obviously, you guys here watching it live can't see it live, but you have to understand, because your opponent knows everything that you can possibly do at a very high level, by you just using the same 5 moves over and over, you're realistically not going to beat someone who's super high level. Okay, light punish, that's 15 in this game. Oh, nice. Yeah, you're not going to beat someone with the same 5 moves over and over. Now, you don't have to necessarily use your entire move list at all times, but you need to build that mental stack to wear them out. Instead of showing them 5 moves all the time, maybe show them 10, show them 15, and then sprinkle in like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, just to keep them thinking about, man, what can possibly happen here? Because even though you have an explicit like top 5 or top 10, 15 moves, you still have like 20 moves that are still like applicable in some way or another. Wow, there you go, back for. But again, if you're only showing your opponent 5 moves, the defender only has to react to 5 moves. They only have to read what you possibly can go for. And you're really limiting yourself by doing that. So yeah, again, like a player like Lohai, against like really good level players like TGP, TGO, will still just like duck. Like, he's like, bro, come at me. What are you going to do? I know what you're going to do. Just come at me. You haven't shown me shit. So I'm going to duck here, and I'm going to make you look like a fucking idiot. And again, that's the benefit, right? You make the reads, and you execute on the reads. And again, the important part is you make the distinction between making the read and executing. You make the read, the opponent shows you they do it, you have to execute still. And while you don't have to do it first try, you need to, again, teach yourself, wow, nice flinch catch. You need to teach yourself to get to that, wow, to get to that zone. You need to make the step, and the only way to make the step is to start doing it. You know, practice makes perfect, but still, train yourself if you make the mistake to make the jump over to making the reads. I want this, you give me this, and then I punish you accordingly. Make the read, make the jump. That gets you from intermediate to high level for sure. Yeah, I didn't see too much of it. That was good. That was good.
It just happens.
Okay, interesting. Okay, let's take a look. Oh, did I get one more here? I already closed it, but did I get one more? Let me take a look. Oh no, that was the Mateo one.
Lost Stain too.
Yeah, I don't want to finish with
Devil Jin.
knee at this point, so
Like,
we'll just finish with. What is this? Okay, now we saw this one. I did see there was one against Lan, right? Let's take a look at the Lan one. Can I find the Lan one? That's the question.
Round 1.
Okay, actually, you know what? Let's talk about Kazumi, because I like Kazumi. Let's talk to Kazumi one again. Okay, Kazumi versus Ling. So actually, I played this matchup last night, and the dude basically plugged on me. Oh wait, no, that's not Ling versus. Oh, okay, no. Yeah, I'm looking for it. Where is it? Oh yeah, no problem, Mateo. Thank you for the. Thanks to everyone for the submissions. I'm trying to find a good diverse match we can take a look at. Yeah, I don't want to take. I love Kazumi, but I don't want to take a look at the mirror match again. At this point, I'm just grabbing random videos to finish with. Oh, here we go. Julia versus Lan. Okay, so Lan, high-level player from Singapore, if I remember correctly. And let me fix my shit. Yeah, I think Lan is Singaporean. if I remember correctly. So we'll take a look at this, and that will be it. And then we do this breakdown, viewer match breakdown, about once a month, a little over once a month. So we probably won't do it for New Year's, but the week after we'll do for New Year's. I will, Todd, but probably not today. I'm getting towards the end of the stream. I definitely want to. I love seeing high level, especially GFJ. GFJ is a fucking crazy person. But next stream, if you want to submit it for next one or post it, I'll go ahead and throw you on the list there, Todd. Okay, nice. Okay, a little bit of hesitance. So one thing of note with Julia is Julia has down 1+2, and down 1+2 is a super big hitbox. Knowing like distance to the wall, it wouldn't be necessarily a bad thing to commit to the down 1+2. In this context, you probably wouldn't have broke the wall, but you would at least would have got low slump. So just remember, like, again, 3-dimensional, 4-dimensional, you know, where the wall is and then what's going to happen when I get what I want. And again, you know, more than just defending against an opponent where you're like, okay, I want this move, I see this move, I punish this move. It's also the same for you. I want to do this strategy and I'm expecting it to hit. So what do I do next? And again, down +2 or whatnot is like getting to that kind of area. So again, think not just where you're currently at, but where you will be and what you can do to follow up. Remember, you are the person hitting the button. You are the one who's aggressing. You're the one who's doing the attack faster than your opponent can react to. Because again, you know, reaction time's usually like 23 frames. You're executing your strategy quicker than they are reacting to it. So, okay, nice down 3. Is he going to go for a reset? Oh, no, he wants to push away, running Oki. Yeah, back 1+2, not the best idea. That'd be stay on the ground. Ah! Okay, so if you're ever airborne, you have to think backup strategy. So here with Julia, you can probably do down 4-3. Mentally, I was thinking 4-for-1, you know, party crasher. So just keep that in mind. Knowing how to convert off of a weird situation is like getting from low B intermediate to like true intermediate high level. Knowing how, even if you hit him in a weird situation, what you can do. So for sure, this was like, oh, I can react to him being in an airborne state, right? Because we hit him with 2 hits, up 4-4 off of air, and then the 3. So like mentally, you should be prepared for the next hit, which again would be down 4-3 or party crash. Keep that in mind. Oy! Unfortunate. Okay, wall push. Down 4-4, I don't hate the down 4-4 because I think that would beat if he was transition into Mantis or Tarantula. Of course, you're putting yourself into a bad situation, a -14 situation, right? Or a duck, so good shit from land. Wow, chase down. Wow, big 4-4-3. Okay, transfer Scarecrow, down 3 line. Big 4-2-3-4 push. Okay, churn out. You know, to be honest, with land being the aggressor, I wouldn't have hated you to commit to the 4. Oh, yeah, not that bad. Not that bad. Yeah, don't be afraid of using 2 back. When I play Julia, I never do 2 back, but don't be afraid of using it. Okay, nice duck, and he did 10 string. Interesting part about the 10 string. Every hit of the 10 string is launch punishable. So if you just guess where they're going to finish, you can just launch them. Like for some reason, Zafina has like a major string penalty on hers. I think it's just so even if you fuck up the input, you like do down 4-4, down 4-1-4-2. That's still launch punishable. Oh, nice stand forward. We weren't ready. Wow, big dunk. What are you gonna go for? Because you put yourself in a bad position. You fucked up the 4-4-3 input. That's a classic Julia mistake. You get forward 3 instead, and then you're like, oh no, what did I do? And you just get hit in the fucking face. Oh, those feel bad. Julia problems. Julia's hella good though. Fuck Julia. Okay, down 3, safe entrance. Yeah, that's mid too. That's super fucking good. Okay, you're in big trouble. Big whiff. Okay, yeah, you should be thinking twin piston. Yeah, the down 3 from land was super fucking greedy, but you should have been ready with the TP. Was that just a random 4-4-3? What'd you do? Oh, running 2. Oh, you fucked up the running 2 input. You got like a not a snake dash, but like a CD input in there. Unfortunate. Yeah, I would say probably stay away from running one against Zafina. It's not horrible if you're playing against like a very linear style. Wow, why would she not commit? Like you already hit the down 4-2. Why would you commit to something? Again, this is another like wall positioning. You should be committing to something. You don't have to necessarily commit to lunge punch, but you should commit to something. Like even if you were to apply pressure, like let's say empty lunge, 4-3 entrance, FC down for 4-3, go for the bow and arrow. At least you're still applying something. But now it's like, okay, now I'm going to do what I should have done a move ago, and this goes to like anti Mishima tech. So like if you ever see a Mishima player and they do an electric or they try to do an electric, for some reason every freaking Mishima player on the planet will then do an electric. So okay, you mentally, oh, he fucked up his electric input. Duck. Every time, just duck. So like you fucked up your mental here and you're like, okay, well I'm gonna do what I wanted to do, but because you've shown the opponent that you wanted to do it, they're more likely to duck it. So don't get caught in this like beginner trap. To be honest, it's a trap everyone falls for. I think it's just a human thing, right? I made a mistake. I have to correct my mistake, despite the fact that my opponent knows I made the mistake and can kill me for it, right? So, oh, party crash interrupt on the 4, down 3. That was huge. Okay, I don't hate the duck jab. You're in range, tight. Ah, there you go. Too much approaching running one. Yeah, I was trying to say earlier, against a linear playstyle, like a Pakistani play, running one approach would be okay, but you are risking a lot. Yeah, it looks like Land's kind of transitioning to delayed timing against you to throw you off. Okay. Wow, big 4-4-3. Luckily you were in stance, you weren't attacking. Okay, there you go. Nice adjustment. Okay, big bet, good punish, yeah. I don't know if the mid, the shoulder is minus 16. It's at least 15, I know that for a fact. Down 4-2 punish, though, it would tend to be 16, so a nice combo. Okay, let's go ahead and jump ahead. I think these are all against land, right? And this will probably be it. But like I said, we will do this again. Probably not. Usually it's like a month and a week afterwards, so we for sure won't do it for New Year's Day, but we'll do it the week prior. Or sorry, not prior. After. And then I will go ahead and make the post on the YouTube community page. That way you guys know when submissions are open. And again, you don't have to do just your own content. Or like the 4-4-3. 4-4-3 plus 4, sorry. Yeah, 4-4-3 plus 4 is minus... It technically is minus 11, I think. It's either minus 11 or minus 10. I think if she doesn't go into stance, it's minus 11. So actually, you might be able to duck jab at this range. I don't know, to be honest. But of course, out of Mantis stance, you can block both the mids and lows. You just have to guard accordingly. Okay, nice duck, no commit. Yeah, I try to tell you guys, if you're able to walk weak side Zafina, so side step left, and you ever notice the one check come out, the second hit will always be a high. So 1-3, even though she's in stance, and here land goes for Scarecrow 4, you can still launch her because the power crushes still take 8 frames to come out. Okay, chase down. Okay, I don't hate to chase down there because you did approach with down by 4 into the lockdown, and with the diagonal wall, the running one has a little bit of tracking to it, so would force the committal. Okay, no challenge. Maybe you're waiting for third hit. Only thing I can think of. Okay, there you go, third hit. So third hit's 13. So you should be thinking down 4-3 1 plus 2. You can always challenge. Like, it wouldn't be horrible to challenge for like a down 4-1 because Zafina doesn't have a 12-frame Punisher. So keep in mind, again, this is you're playing against the opponent, but you're also playing against their character. And the physical limitations of your character dictate what options are very strong for you. Okay, there you go. Good pickup. Running 2-1. We're going to do the break the wall. Okay, cash damage. I would like you to go the distance, but maybe you already used spin, so you don't want to go for it. Yeah, unscaled guaranteed. But yeah, you're playing against your opponent character, so if you have a minus 12 you can abuse, what are they going to do? 1-3 into Scarecrow? And then what do they do? Down 3? Oh, okay, oh no. What am I going to do? As long as you don't freak out, you're fine. Yeah, Bronson would always say, and I hate fucking quoting Bronson, but Bronson would always say the best thing you can do, right? One of the best moves in the game is to just guard. Just guard. What is the opponent going to do, right? You can't get counter hit. You can't get launched. realistically. You just guard. That's it. The onus is on your opponent to try to break your defense. And if you just play solidly by guarding, you know, God forbid, I know I'm not that way. If you just guard, okay, you take a chip here, you take a chip there. Who cares? Eventually, you're going to win. So with that being said, I hate to end on those words, but I'll do it for the day. Once again, thank you guys for the submissions. We will do this in about a month. I will make the community post like I mentioned. And I will probably break this video up into some quick, Tekken quick tips for people who haven't seen it. Well, yeah, exactly. There are exceptions. Like Akuma does kind of fuck up the dynamic of the game. So, what can you do? But for the most part, guarding like beats like 99% of things. So, but yeah, I'll make the post. And then like I said, I will break this up into smaller pieces for the people who weren't here. Tekken quick tips. Of course, if you want to rewatch this, if you go to my channel, there should be a live tab with the other 5 or 4 of these that we did. So if you want to take a look at those, take a look. They are there. So yeah, Tekken is all about rules. So if the way I put it is in Tekken, there are rules. And usually everything is so universal and like kind of homogenized that if you know one thing, you know like at least 5 other things of like analogs to characters. Instead, Tekken is about knowing the contradictions. So you don't remember the rule, you remember the contradiction to the rule. So like one jab with everyone is typically +1, but with Asuka, it's -2. We know the exception to the rule. We know the rule, but we know the exception. So on and so forth. Okay, most hop kicks are JS9, but if Lisa does a down 3+4, she's JS5. That's the exception to the rule. So again, understanding exceptions is how you start like really fucking people's days up. The exceptions are really, really important in Tekken. And despite how homogenized it is, there are still like 10% rules, 5% rules, 1% rules, where you really, really screw people's days up. Oh, I'm +9. You can't do anything. Here comes Akuma or Eliza EXDP. Ah, fuck. Okay, I guess I'll lose. So, yeah, that'll be it. So, yeah, thanks, Alejandro, Tony, Todd, Mateo, whoever else is here. Again, thank you for the tip. Hero Monix, thanks you, dude. I do have some members-only content, so if you want to take a look at the really long-form breakdowns that are already available for members. I will hopefully get the Steve one out tonight. And then, like I said, I will break down this video into smaller components for Tekken quick tips. So if you have anything you want me to see, put them in the comments on the community page or whatever. I'm still planning for T8. I don't want to make too much T7 content right now, but I definitely will go hard with T8, at least at the beginning. Although I tried getting off work for January 26th. And unfortunately, we're having like a in-house trade show or something like that, like getting ready for a trade show. So I can't be off the day of Tekken release. So I'm not not too happy, to be honest. So that's gonna suck. But yeah, thank you for coming by. Comments, questions, concerns, YouTube, Reddit, Twitch, Twitter. Feel free to hit me up. And adios. You know.